Hey, what's up everybody? How you doing? Whew, I didn't know if we were gonna make it here today. Welcome to the broadcast. I know, right? We're live in the middle of the day. Well, turns out, boy got done work early today. We had time to be jumping into Ghost Viper Gaming Season 2 Tier 1 Round 2 race, ladies and gentlemen. So we are absolutely going to be doing the commentary here today for Ghost Viper Gaming and our Round 2 Season 2 series here at Circuit de Spa. So we are all the way over in Belgium here today, and we're going to go over some race details. I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I was going to be live about half an hour ago. I ran into a massive technical difficulty. We finally got it sorted. We're here, we're live, and man, we are going to have a race for you guys and gals today. Oh, this is going to be a good one. So, we're going to go over some details for you guys. Just let me bring them up here for you. Just bear with me here as I was stressing out about the technical issue we were having here, but we've got it sorted. Hope everything is sounding fantastic, you guys. Please do let me know if something isn't doing something right. Hopefully the drivers are working nice and sweet. Now we got Joe Mercier coming in with that like and that share as well. Ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor. Share this out to everybody you know. Your grandparents, your mom, your dad, your brothers, your sisters, their kids, their pets, their dogs, your neighbors' kids. Get it out there. Let everybody know what Ghost Viper Gaming is doing out here today, ladies and gentlemen. So, I just wanted to say hi. I apologize for being late, ladies and gentlemen. We are midway through qualifying here as we speak right now. So, we're going to get through some details. We're going to try and get through the field quickly here before qualifying ends. And bam, we're into the race, ladies and gentlemen. So, I'm just going to remove my mug here for you guys. And we are going full bore, ladies and gentlemen, full bore. Alright, so some race details for you lovely folks out there that are watching here today. Again, as I said, we are in Circuit de Spa. The course is 4.35 miles long, or 7 kilometers long, and it is very, very nice, as you guys can see outside there today at Spa, so that's fantastic. Again, these guys are driving GR3 cars, so when these guys entered the series, they had to choose the car that they were going to drive. That is the car that they have to drive for the whole series. James coming in, you ever been tickled by a fat dude in a chicken suit? I can't say I have, my man. I can't say I have. Welcome in, by the way. Welcome in. Mandatory max tire rating is softs, and the minimum tire rating is hards, ladies and gentlemen. BOP settings are applied. Fuel consumption is 2 times, and tire wear is 5 times, ladies and gentlemen. So pretty good tire wear here in the series. And 42 laps here today at Circuit de Spa, ladies and gentlemen. So as you can see, these guys are doing just a little under 2 minute and 20-second laps here at Spa, which is about right on pace. And that's going to put us at about a 90 to hour 40-minute long race here today. So we have lots and lots of action for you guys here today. The man, the myth, the legend himself, Ghost Viper Gaming, is of course in the tier, in the series, racing here today as well. We'll get through the field here for you guys shortly. Total cars is 13, it says here. We have a grid start with a total distance of 182 miles. It doesn't tell me what the required tires are, and there are no mandatory amount of pit stops that the drivers are allowed to take. And we'll go through some of this other information that was provided to me by the great administration staff over at Ghost Viper Gaming here as the race progresses. So, yeah, finally you broadcasted. I said you were the best possible for doing this. We just so happen to have the time today, Onk, and I'm absolutely thrilled and I'm absolutely honored. Yeah, we're on the tube as well, Joe, you betcha. So, on the Facebook stream, ladies and gentlemen here at GT45 Gaming, again, we are broadcasting for Ghost Viper Gaming here today as he is doing his Ghost Viper Gaming League Season 2, Round 2 at Spa. So they ran Round 1 last week, and we do have some results for you guys throughout the broadcast here, which I'll read out to you guys. I don't have them, unfortunately, to show for you, but I do have them to at least tell you guys where everybody's sitting. And let's get through the field here real quick, as we only have 4 minutes left of qualifying. So it was a 20-minute qualifier, ladies and gentlemen. It took me that long to get my programming fixed on my computer so we could get this live and out to you guys and gals out there. But as I was saying before, also on the Facebook stream, if you're watching the Facebook stream, ladies and gentlemen, here we have D.90 and Ghost Viper Gaming himself tagged as co-streams. So you should be able to just push down on either one of those screens and also be able to go over to their page, check out the race from their view as well. And of course, if you haven't gone and checked it out from GhostViperGaming's view, ladies and gentlemen, well, you know what you got to do. You got to head over to GhostViperGaming on Facebook and go show the man some love. Hit a follow, hit a like, hit a share, get it out there for everybody. And yeah, qualifying time. So we have GVG Jake here currently sitting in pole. So we have GhostViperGaming member GVG Jake here as well in that Skyline GTR. We have, what you see is now ahead of him is Paymay. So it's Paymay, also long-standing member of GhostViperGaming here, ladies and gentlemen, in a Mercedes AMG here. So that'll be his car for the series. And then we move down the field. We got Trucks B here in that GTR as well. We've got GVG Slash, our host for the evening here, in a Toyota Supra. We've got Rockefeller Racing's Super Ninja in 5th place, also in that Supra as well. Not surprised, to be honest. The man himself, GhostViperGaming, ladies and gentlemen, opting to drive AMG this season. So love to see that. And make sure we give the man a little bit of extra camera love here in qualifying, as of course he is the host of this amazing series here that we've been just so privileged to be able to broadcast to you guys here today. We have Scotty from D-Dot Racing here, currently sitting in 7th place, and he's opting to drive Volkswagen. And then, speaking of, ladies and gentlemen, the man himself as well, D-Dot 90, is also in the league here this year, driving that Peugeot RCZ. We're moving down the field. He also has D-Dot Racing's Alien Swift there in the Peugeot RCZ, currently sitting in 9th as well. Moving down the field further, ladies and gentlemen, we do have ATB here in 10th place, opting to drive Porsche this season. We have Nolander also here driving Porsche as well, ladies and gentlemen. And then we have Mr. Ray himself driving that Peugeot. Again, not really that surprised. And then we have Drac Fury, who just got called into the race today. He's also driving that Volkswagen. We know he loves a good Volkswagen, ladies and gentlemen. Moving through the field, we have got a full field here today. We got, obviously, everybody's favorite GVG Kill Racer, ladies and gentlemen, here as well. And rounding out the field, and last but definitely not least, ladies and gentlemen, DDR Halky, also here in the series. And it looks like he's opted to go with Aston Martin. So definitely some interesting car choices here. And we see Halky there representing D-Dot Racing as well. So really good looking field here today, ladies and gentlemen. And this is Tier 1. So these are the faster drivers out of the 2 divisions. And it's just a privilege here to be able to bring this to you. And Jake rocking just an absolute gorgeous livery there in that Nissan Skyline. GhostViperGaming all up in that Hood's business there. We love to see it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you guys have watched GhostViperGaming or not, but absolute great content creator, ladies and gentlemen. Super chill guy, very family friendly. You know, it's very, he puts on a great show week in, week out, Monday to Friday, ladies and gentlemen. He starts his broadcast at 3:30 p.m. Eastern time, and usually goes for about 4 to 5 hours Monday through Friday. And again, you know, it's something that the whole family can get together to do. They can sit down behind their favorite device and they can watch Ghost Viper in his community, whether it be racing in an open lobby, or whether Ghost is doing daily races, or whether he is doing GVG League here, which is what we're here to do today, or whether he's racing in other competitive areas of Gran Turismo 7 and Gran Turismo Sports. So definitely make sure to go over and give Ghost Viper a shout out, say hello. Super awesome guy, and he's also one of those gentlemen that I look up to as a content creator as well. He did a lot to help me get my feet wet here when I started streaming as well. So much love to GhostViperGaming, and it's just an absolute honor to be able to do this today. You know, sometimes life just works out and we get to do cool things. So today we get to hang out with the boys here at GhostViperGaming League. We get to broadcast this beautiful race that these guys are going to put on here for us today, and just have a great time. So we can see qualifying is coming to an end here. As you see now, all the cars now starting to drive slow. You see the four-ways on. We see Jake still on a lap here, trying to better that time. Trucks is also still on a lap here, so Trucks can still definitely try to take that away from Jake. We see Paymay has gone into the pits. Scotty is finished. Looking like all the guys in the back of the field here are also done. D-Dot's chilling there, hanging it with his community, I'm sure. D-Dot 90 over on Facebook Gaming as well, ladies and gentlemen. We also have Nolander here. He's Nolander Gaming on Facebook Gaming as well, ladies and gentlemen. A few streamers here in the race today. As we see Jake coming across the line, doing a little donut here. I'm gonna tell you guys, this guy right here, GVG Jake, is fired up today. He is looking to hunt down a championship title later on today in another series that he's taking part in later as well. So you know this guy's fired up. You know this guy's going to want to come in and win this race today as well. I believe that Jake was unable to make the first race of the season, so already behind in the standings, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't looked at him yet. And now the guys are just chilling. Everybody's just waiting for the races to get started here. We see D-Dog coming down the track there now. We just seen Ghost Viper, the man himself. We got Alien Swift here. Now, this guy, ladies and gentlemen, is a blazing fast driver. So to see him only qualifying in 9th place actually really surprises me. Absolutely. All these guys here in the field today are just absolutely quick drivers. And this is going to be a fantastic race. 42 laps at Spa today, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and now is the time. If you got to use the restroom, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to refresh your coffees or your drinks, grab some snacks for the kiddies, settle in. It's going to be about an hour and a half to 2 hour long race here today, and we are going to do some podium interviews, of course, at the end of the race as well for everybody. So we got Joe, awesome, shared out, my man, much love, Joe, appreciate that. Onk, much love, Tim. That's a grid, 100% top racers. That is a top tier looking grid right there. So we got Jake in 1, Trucks B in 2, Paymay in 3, Scotty in 4th. Race is about to begin, ladies and gentlemen. We're just waiting for our list to come back up here. And we are going to take a screenshot just in case. Alright, so we got Scotty in 4th, we've got Slash in 5th, we got Ninja in 6th, Ghost Viper in 7th, D-Dot in 8th, Alien Swift in 9th, we've got ATB in 10th, we've got Nolander 11th, Ray 12th, Drop Fury 13th, Kilt Racer 14th, DDR Hulky in 15th. So that is our grid here in round 2. Lights are red. How long do we got to wait for our greens? It's green, and we are off, ladies and gentlemen. Round 2 at Spa is off for GhostViperGaming. And Jake getting a bit of a sluggish start there. We see Paymay get a really great launch with that AMG there. And we are going to go 3 wide through the corners here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make sure everybody gets through safe and sound. Great shot by our cameraman here at Spa today. And we see Paymay and GhostViperGaming 1-2 in the Mercedes here as we are coming into Eau Rouge and Lorraine. And after these guys exit this corner here, we're going to be coming up to Kemmel Straight. So these guys are going to be at a very high rate of speed coming into a bit of a braking zone here. So this is going to be very interesting to see how these guys handle. Ghost Viper is on the outside trying to get a move done on Paymay. Paymay is going to stay there. So it is going to give Paymay the inside, but if Ghost Viper can hold it, he's going to have the inside for the next corner, and Ghost Viper does maintain that, is now going to jump into the lead. Trucks is going to take advantage, moving up on the inside of Paymay. Now he's on the outside. Is he going to get the job done? No, Tuck's back in behind Paymay. Great job by the man himself, GhostViperGaming, getting into the lead of the race with Paymay just close behind his second. But now we got Jake and Trucks battling in those GTRs. For 3rd and 4th place, we see Slash just behind these guys, Ninja just behind these guys, looking as well. Absolutely great stuff by all these drivers. Nice clean start by all the racers here today. And boy, oh boy, this is going to be a great race, I can tell already. We see Ninja taking a look here as we're going through this long, fast sweeping corner here. Double corner here. Got to be very careful. If you catch those tires in that artificial curbing on the outside of the curbing there, it can absolutely throw you for a loop. Never a good day. So our top 8 drivers are all separated only by 2 seconds right now, and they're just in this big, long slipstream train, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Drac here in 9th, we've got Nolander in 10th, we've got ATB in 11th, we've got Hulky all the way up to 12th place here. D-Dot has fallen back a little bit down into 13th place. We got Ray in 14th, and Kilt holding up the back of the field currently in 15th. Absolutely great stuff by all the drivers here on track today, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, what a great race start. It's always a pleasure to watch top tier racers battling it out for a race win, and we got 42 great action-packed laps here for you, ladies and gentlemen, today. So, hang in there. It's going to be a wild ride, ladies and gentlemen. So, Ghost Viper coming around at the end of lap 1, coming through the chicane in the lead here in round 2, and starting to pull a little bit of a gap on Paymay here in 2nd place. Just got enough of a gap there to potentially keep Paymay out of slipstream here as we come up through Eau Rouge and Lorraine, coming onto the Kemmel Straight. And just great shot by our camera guy here at Spa as all our drivers are coming around the hairpin there. And Paymay is absolutely doing everything he can to stay in Ghost Viper's slipstream here, but is losing a little bit of time. Maybe getting a little bit wide there, so he may pick up a penalty there. We'll have to see. that could be devastating for his chase for first. No, he did get away with the penalty there, so Stewart's looking very, very friendly here today, so that's fantastic. As we have Slash now moving up into third place, we're going to mark that, and we will absolutely go take another look at that here. Again, his Trucks is now down into fourth place. We got GVG Jake here down into fifth, and he's got a 0.7 second penalty. That is going to be devastating for positioning here for GVG Jake early on in the race, with Super Ninja right behind him, and then we've got Scotty and Alien Swift just behind him there as well. That does need to be bled before the start-finish line, ladies and gentlemen, so we'll have to see if he's able to bleed that out as the race progresses. Before he gets to the final chicanes here, we got Drac Fury here in looking really solid in 9th place. Nolander in 10th. We've got ATB just behind him there in that other portion, 11th. We've got D-Dot now moved up the field here to 12th place, starting to close in on that group in front of him here, just in the slipstream as we speak. We got Kilt now up into 13th. We have Ray Ray and Hulky here in 14th and 15th, nose to tail. That Austin looking all kinds of racy here today, as we see Ray Ray defending there, blocking off that line from Hulky, keeping ahead of Hulky there. So as we can see, ladies and gentlemen, we have battles from first right through to 15th here today, and we'd love to see a full field, ladies and gentlemen. And we have a full field of drivers here today. Fantastic stuff, and much love to all our competitors. Hopefully the crews are ready to work hard today, as these drivers are definitely going to stop. We see Ghost going very wide there, coming around that sweeper, coming into the final chicane here. Doesn't seem like he picked up a penalty there either. So the Stewarts are being very, very friendly here so far today at Circuit de Spa, and we see that gave the opportunity for second, third, and fourth place to all close up on Ghost there. So let's jump on board with Paymay here, as he's trying to chase the man himself, GhostViperGaming, down in second place. Great shot here, by the way, inside this Mercedes of Paymay, ladies and gentlemen. So this is what Paymay's got to deal with here right now. He's trying not to lose the driver in front of him, who happens to be GhostViper himself, in the lead of the race currently. And then when you look behind you, oh, that is a terrible camera shot, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. Let's get a better shot here, as you can't see anything out the back window of this Mercedes. And this is what Paymay has to deal with beside him here, as you see Slash now moving along the outside of him here. And is he going to get that move done? These guys are going to go 3 wide coming into the corners here. No, Slash is going to squeeze through, splitting the defense there. So really great move by GVG Slash there, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to definitely go take another look at that pass, as that was just absolutely spectacular. He goes outside of Paymay. Paymay moves over just a little bit. That gives him the room to move over and then go inside of Ghost, right into the braking zone, getting the job done. So Slash now moving into the lead of the race. GhostViper currently sitting in second. Paymay now in third. And just an absolutely top-notch move by GVG Slash there, ladies and gentlemen. Splitting both those Mercedes, going into the corner, getting the job done nice and clean as well. Trucks here in fourth place, looking solid. We see Jake still in fifth place. So Alien Swift is now all over the back end of GVG Jake here. So let's jump on board with Jake and see what Jake is seeing here. As you can see his name on the rear spoiler there, and I believe that says Ghost Squad Elite as well on the rear end of that rear spoiler, that GTR there. So this is what Jake is seeing right now as we're on board with GVG Jake, and is in the rearview mirror here. And of course, better shot here from the rear bumper, ladies and gentlemen. So Jake is seeing a whole lot of Alien Swift right now in his rearview mirror. We're moving forward here. We got a battle here between D-Dot 90 and ATB for 7th and 8th place, and D-Dot just edging ATB out there. So let's go take a look at that move. So D-Dot coming out of the, I don't know what the turn's called here, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen. Coming out of the sector here, and just really good exit from D-Dot 90 there in that RCZ. Gets a good run on ATB here as we're coming around up towards the chicane, and gets the job done. But then I guess what we saw was ATB actually responding, sitting in the slipstream of D-Dot there. So a really great job by D-Dot 90 there, as he starts his march up towards the top of the field here as well. But these drivers do have a little bit of gap from 6th place, as we see 7-second gap from this pack of 3 to 6th place Alien Swift there. So really great stuff by all our drivers here. We missed a couple drivers, my apologies. ATB in 8th, Drac Fury sitting in 9th there. We got Nolander looking really solid there in 10th place as well. We got Kilt now all the way up into 11th. We got Ray Ray here in 12th as well, with Hulky in 13th. And then we've got Super Ninja, who's down into 14th here, and DDR Scotty in 15th. So I'm not sure if these drivers just made a pit stop and we missed it, or if these two drivers had an incident up at the front of the pack there, as they were battling for podium position at the beginning of the race. I just did not see a pit stop. They may have pit, ladies and gentlemen. Again, 42 laps with 5 times tire wear and 2 times fuel consumption here today, so these drivers will be stopping to change tires probably every half a dozen laps or so, if I really had to guess, depending on the compound of tire, again, that the drivers are opting to drive with. And we are not showing that information to you guys, obviously, ladies and gentlemen, just due to the fact that some of the racers could be watching the stream, and we just want to keep everything on fair play while we're racing the competition here. So we're not going to show you guys what the tire and fuel situations are with the drivers. Maybe until about, say, maybe 2 or 3 laps remaining in the race, we'll bring that up for you guys and let you guys see where all our drivers are as far as fuel and tires goes. Likey, indeed, Danish Night Dynamite. And we have Onk and Wile E. Coyote just lighting it up in YouTube. We got Andre Thomas Jamal coming in with the likes as well over on Facebook. Welcome, everybody, and I hope everybody's enjoying the broadcast so far here today, as we have just been absolutely honored and privileged to be able to do some commentary here for the GhostViperGaming Racing League here today. So I'm thrilled. I'm like a kid in a candy store here. You know, we jumped on the first red-eye flight out of Canada, man. We got our butts all the way over to Belgium, and we got in the comm box in the nick of time, and we here, and we bringing this action to you live. And then after this race is done, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be jumping back on the next red-eye flight over to Japan to do another commentary later on as well. So stay tuned for later as well for more awesome racing, ladies and gentlemen. But right now we are here with GhostViperGaming League, and we see a lot of GVG and D-Dot Racing representatives here in Tier 1, as we see Ghost now making a move on Slash, coming up to Kemmel Straight here, getting that move done. So we will go take another look at that, as that was a pass for first place, ladies and gentlemen. So these drivers are absolutely battling here for these top 3 and 4 positions. Let's go take another look at that great move by GhostViperGaming here, as he's coming up to Kemmel Straight out of, I believe that's La Radion. Side by side with Slash there, and just a little bit more power in the AMG, and Slash just opting to pull back in behind Ghost there. Keep everything nice and tight and tasty and tidy, ladies and gentlemen. Keep it clean and keep everybody on track of racing. So really great job there by the man himself, GhostViperGaming. But clearly he has made a mistake, as now we see Slash has gotten around Ghost and Truck. So let's see if we can see what happened there as well. Let's take a look here. So we have GVG, Slash. Ghost is bleeding off a penalty that he picked up, so really unfortunate there for Ghost. And now we see Paymay is all over Ghost there as well. So Ghost is in a fight for his life for podium at the moment here, with Paymay all over the back end of that GhostViperGaming AMG Mercedes here. So really great stuff by the front end of our field here today. We see GVG Jake is just on the back end of this pack there. Really great look at that livery there as he was coming around the corner. We got ATB and Alien Swift here in 6th and 7th coming around the corner, as well as we get a great shot of that ATB Porsche. We got D-Dot 90 coming around. We got Drac Fury up in 9th. We got Nolander still sitting in 10th. Kilt in 11th. We've got Super Ninja now up into 12th place, as you see there. We got Ray Ray in 13th position. We got Scotty hanging here in 14th with a little bit of a penalty carrying there, and Hulky in 15th here as well. So I love to see all the racers on track, and they are absolutely giving it all. Now remember, ladies and gentlemen, the drivers could be on different tire compounds, different fuel strategies, different tire strategies. So we're going to see a lot of position swapping throughout this race. Until the final few laps is kind of when you know that's where everything's going to be at. So we do have Slash currently leading this race here now in first place, getting a really great run through Al Rouge and La Radion there. And we see Trucks made a little bit of a mistake as he bobbled there, so that's going to give Ghost Viper the option to take the move on Trucks there. So now Ghost Viper himself is in 2nd place. Trucks moving back to 3rd place here, and every time we come to this group, some of these guys are playing musical positions here today, ladies and gentlemen. They're having a great time on the racetrack. You can tell they're having fun, and these passes are absolutely 100% clean, ladies and gentlemen, and that is how GhostViperGaming does things. Fast, clean, and efficient, as the man himself will say, ladies and gentlemen. So great stuff by all our drivers here today. And boy, oh boy, these guys are really giving it here today. And that's a really great looking livery here by Alien Swift as well. in that Peugeot there in 6th place. Now he's got a little bit of separation from that front pack there, and he's kind of all alone there, as we do see ATB is just off in the background trying to catch up with him here. Not exactly where you want to be right now on Spa here. This is a track where drafting can definitely help you gain on the pack ahead of you, and we got a couple of drivers that are just kind of out on their own, so hopefully they can catch up, or have somebody catch up to him and have some buddies. We see Ninja getting really wide there. As I was just saying a little bit earlier in the broadcast, you cannot get into that artificial green on the other side of those curves, as it just pulls the car away. And we just seen Super Ninja fall victim to that there as well in that beautiful St. Jude's Toyota Supra livery provided by Rockefeller Racing there, ladies and gentlemen. So Ray here in 11th as well. We got Halky here representing D-Dot Racing, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Drac Fury here as well with that beautiful, beautiful Volkswagen Beetle he loves to run. We see D-Dot here in a little bit of penalty trouble as well, just bleeding off a penalty there. Again, the headmaster of D-Dot Racing here himself, streamer on Facebook, ladies and gentlemen. You can check him out at the bottom of the Facebook stream here at GT45Gaming and GhostViperGaming. We do have them tagged up in the stream here today, so you guys can go do a quick view from what the race looks like from their point of views, as well as jumping back and forth here to check out the full race view, of course, as well, with the live commentary here today. So we see Nolander now in 15, so some of these drivers have started to make pit stops. We do see drivers struggling with some penalty trouble as well. So we're definitely seeing some position swapping. We are seeing Ghost now trying to get that move done on Slash again. And the Camel Straight really seems to be the spot on the racetrack here currently, where the drivers are opting to make their moves on the racetrack for position. But GVG Slash doing a really great job at keeping that Toyota Supra ahead of Ghost Viper there and not giving the position up to him at the end of the Camel Straight this time. So great defense there by GVG Slash. And I mean, he's got a tough job there right now, sitting in first place as we jump on board with him here. This is what he sees. He sees Ghost Viper and that Mercedes all up in his business here, as he's just trying to battle for that P1 position. And then we're just going to move through the field, and this is kind of what it's looking like behind all the drivers here. Ghost Viper's seeing a little bit of distance between him and Payme there in third place, so really gives Ghost a chance to focus on this right here, the battle for first place. So obviously he doesn't, it's not that he can't just not worry about what's going on behind him, as these guys are all extremely fast drivers here and have the capability to catch up very, very quickly. But a little bit of a comfort zone for him to push and maybe try to potentially get right back up on the back end of GVG Slash here. And then we go into third place, and this is what Payme sees now, as he's trying to close the gap up on our first and second place drivers here. And then looking behind him, he's got GVG Jake just off in the background there, and GVG Jake carrying another penalty there as well. So GVG Jake struggling a little bit with the penalties here today at Spa, but he will definitely use the chicane to bleed this penalty off. And we are going to watch him to make sure that this does, of course, get bled off before the start-finish line. And there we go. We just seen him lose that penalty there as he was coming into the braking zone. So great stuff there by GVG Jake. We have Scotty now up in 5th place, and we see Kilt all the way up into 6th, just behind him here. So Kilt on a little bit of a different strategy than some of the drivers in front of him there, and he's really gained some position due to the strategy that he's running on. We do now see Ninja, Super Ninja here in 7th place, starting to pull in those two guys as well. We've got Trucks now in 8th with Ray all over the back of him here in that Peugeot in 9th place. Moving down the field, ladies and gentlemen, we now have Halky in 10th place, as some of the drivers have started to make, again, the round of pit stops. We see somebody going way off in the distance there. Ooh, Nolander having a little bit of an issue there. We do have that save. We'll have to see what happened there, as we see 4 drivers coming through the chicane there. We got ATB, Alien Swift D.90, and Drac Fury all coming out of the chicane, coming into the hairpin here, all basically nose to tail. And great stuff. Ooh, we see Drac just getting a little bit squirrely coming out of the hairpin there. We got Nolander now coming around the hairpin there as well. So let's see what happened to driver Nolander here. Just coming around that corner, and he just got a little bit of that artificial grass on the outside of the curb there and just lost the car a little bit. Did a really good job, actually, to keep the car fairly in the right direction, gets it back on track quickly, and continues on down the racetrack. So great job by Nolander there to keep that car together under bad circumstances. Just hitting the back end of the Porsche there on the wall. So Have to see if damage, of course, affects Nolander here as the race progresses. But again, this battle for first is just not stopped all race long, and we have GVG Slash and GhostViperGaming here just behind them. I do apologize. The replay usually just goes back to the live feed there, but I guess it doesn't want to cooperate with me here today, so we'll have to just do it the fun way. All right, so Slash in first place, ladies and gentlemen. Ghost Viper 26 in second place. The man, the myth, the legend himself. Paymay in third, and GVG Jake is all up in Paymay's business in that skyline. As you see, Jake getting a little bit squirrely there. Paymay getting a little bit squirrely there as well. Again, flirting with the curbing, and the artificial curbing on the outside of that curbing does sometimes make you have to work a little bit harder behind that steering wheel than you're anticipating. We see Scotty now coming around in that Beetle here in fifth place as well. He's got incredible pace with that Beetle here around Spa today. Kilt in sixth place. A great looking Kilter design on that Nissan Skyline there, ladies and gentlemen. We got trucks here in the classic Simpsons. The classic Simpsons Skyline. That is, anytime you see that Simpsons Skyline, I immediately think it's trucks. And 9 times out of 10 it is, ladies and gentlemen. So great looking livery there as well from trucks. And then we've got LJ Super Ninja just behind in a Rockefeller Racing livery there. Again, that is a livery design for a St. Jude's charity event that they did last year. So really great looking livery there on Super Ninja's car as well. We got Ray here in that classic matte faded paint on that Peugeot RCZ there. If we can catch him in the pit lane, we'll get a better look at that car. He has a lot of faded in GhostViperGaming and stuff all over that car. It looks absolutely amazing, ladies and gentlemen. We have DDR Hulky in 10th place at the moment here, having a great run in that Aston Martin. We got moving down the field, we got Alien Swift here in 11th as well in that Peugeot RCZ. And man, that looked like a fun livery to build, I'm not going to lie. That is a tasty looking livery. Then we got D.90 here in D.Dot Racing Peugeot. Livery most certainly, if I'm not mistaken, provided by LWR Millerman, his livery guru over there at D.Dot Racing. You see DMJ Vroom Vroom down the side of that car, of course. D.90 commentator and host for DMJ Vroom Vroom series. He's over there in the United Kingdom, so that is why you see DMJ Vroom Vroom on the side of his car there. We got ATB here as well in 13th place, and just a really simple classic Porsche design there by ATB on that car. And then we got Nolander there with his classic purple green faded car there with a little bit of lightning all over the car, a little bit Kilter-esque, you know, if I like to say so myself there. So looking really great on track. And then Drag Fury, and just absolutely fantastic looking Volkswagen Beetle. We see that thing on track all the time, and boy, he does know how to drive it, ladies and gentlemen. So the fact that you see him in 15th place means nothing right now, as these drivers obviously are having to make pit stops for fuel, tires, all that great stuff here at Spa today. So we do see Ghost Viper, and Ghost is opting to go into the pits. So Ghost Viper is making his first pit stop of the race here, and we're going to stay with Ghost Viper as he comes into the pits here. And we love to get those pit crew shots. We love to see the crews working hard out there. We got to give the love to all the pit crews, all the guys behind the scenes that keep these cars running and on track for the drivers. And of course, got to take a look at that beautiful Mercedes AMG, ladies and gentlemen. It's such a beautiful Group 3 race car here on Gran Turismo Sport. Super Ninja, yeah. You should earn money doing this awesome job. You know what? It's just an honor to be able to do this for Ghost Viper. I look up to Ghost Viper, and I would never ask money from Ghost Viper to do a broadcast for him. I will tell you that much right now. So the man himself coming out there, he comes out in 7th place. So he is the first driver of the leaders to make his first pit stop here. So we'll have to wait to see how long that GVG Slash, Jake, and Paymay take now before they make their first stops of the race. So Slash is still in first place. That now gives GVG Jake second place. Paymay still sitting there in 3rd place. And those guys are all by themselves, 20 seconds up the road from 4th place here. With trucks being that Nissan GTR. And oh, that's such a beautiful car, that GTR, ladies and gentlemen. We got Kilt here as well in that GTR, and then Super Ninja just behind in 6th place in that Supra. But we've seen Kilt make a little bit of a mistake there, so Ninja is going to get the inside line coming around the hairpin here. Kilt giving him plenty of room, a little extra room there, and back on track, and everything's all good. So you have to watch out for dirty tires, as he just went off the outside cornering there, and LJ really had to tiptoe it there on the exit as he was on that artificial turf. I tell you, That green is bad news here at Spa, ladies and gentlemen. These drivers never like to get onto it, and it's like driving on ice for real, ladies and gentlemen. So Ghost Viper here in 7th now, trying to chase those two down. We have Alien Swift in 8th. We got ATB in 9th, with Nolander not too far behind in 10th place. Continue to move down the field here, ladies and gentlemen. We do have Scotty in 11th and Hulky sitting in 12th. Hulky is just having an absolutely fantastic race here. Go get some, mate. We've got Ray here in 13th, and Hulky and Ray have been battling pretty much this whole race. So these guys have been having an absolutely fantastic battle here in 12th and 13th, and in 10th and 11th, and 8th and 9th, and 14th and 15th. Everywhere these guys are on the track, they are together and they're battling, and it's just absolutely been fantastic to watch. We have Drac Fury in 14th, and now we have D-Dot rounding out the back of the field here. So obviously he's made a pit stop here as well. So back to our race lead, which is GVG Jake, and he has made a move. So let's see if we can catch that. No, we just missed it. So it looked like it was done either just before the chicane or coming out of the chicane. So unfortunately, we did miss the pass for first place there. I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen, as I unfortunately can't see all this amazing action these guys are putting out on the track. As we see Slash now going down the inside. Is he going to get the job done at the end of the Camel Straight here? Absolutely, he's going to get that done. And with authority, ladies and gentlemen, he just punched a hole through that inside line and opened up a nice, very tidy 4 of a 10-second gap immediately upon exit. Thank you very much, says GVG Slash. And catch me if you can, Jake. And Jake is absolutely up for the task here. As we can see, he's starting to close that gap already on GVG Slash. So Jake is like, all right, I hear you, brother, and I match you. Another great move coming up. So we're going to stick with this battle here for a moment. We're going to jump on board with Jake, and of course we're going to, get you guys in an OP view as soon as I hit the right button. There it is. So on board with GVG Jake here in this beautiful GTR as he's trying to chase down that 2018 Supra. And let me tell you that these Supras and GT Sport, ladies and gentlemen, are absolutely quick cars. And the GTR is no slouch itself either. So we definitely see some of the quicker cars starting to lead the race here, but there is a plentiful amount of Supras and GTRs on this racetrack today. So this is kind of what this is what it's looking like. This is what it looks like inside the cockpit of a top-tier driver, ladies and gentlemen. We're with GVG Jake here, and chasing down yet another top-tier driver. So it's one thing, ladies and gentlemen, to be able to catch up to another race car driver when you're in a lobby like this. It is a whole another deal to go ahead and get around that driver once you catch him, and that's what we're seeing here right now as we're on board with GVG Jake. He got a beautiful exit coming out of the chicane, and he is going to be challenging Slash here coming up into the hairpin. But if Slash can stay beside GVG Jake, he's going to have the inside track here for the hairpin. No, Jake does put the power down. He gets it done. Paymay taking advantage of that, moving into second place, looking for a cutback as well here. Great exit out of that chicane there, out of the hairpin by Paymay as well. So Jake now in first. We got Paymay now up into second, and Slash dropping 2 spots there in that little exchange, sitting in third place as we're coming up through L'Oreillon right now onto the Camel Straight. So let's see if any one of these 3 drivers opt to make a move as we're coming up the Camel Straight here. So let's jump on board with our boy Slash here. We'll do some juicy chase cam here, ladies and gentlemen, as we've got a very, very experienced cameraman here on track at Spa who flies a little drone just behind these cars to get this great camera shot. And I gotta tell you, this drone driver is absolutely fantastic. Ghost Viper must pay this guy some really, really good money for him to be this good. So great stuff there by our camera crew here at Spa today. So GVG Jake there just trying to maintain that gap, as we see as we're on board with our third place driver GVG Slash currently, ladies and gentlemen, as he's trying to chase first and second down. But you can also hear that GVG Slash is short shifting that car quite significantly as well. And a little bit about the Toyota Supra. The Toyota Supra has quite a good power range at lower RPM anyways. You don't really want to overshift this car when you're racing with it typically. Typically these drivers are shifting this thing at around 5,000, 5,500 RPM. So I think with the short shifting, he's maybe got that down to 4,000 RPM. But you can tell that the car's not really losing any of its power band by doing that. So some cars, of course, have different disadvantages and advantages depending how you drive the car. The GTR is much the same. It has a pretty good power band even in its lower range RPMs, which allows these higher top end speed cars to save a little bit of fuel. Mercedes here Not quite the same boat with the Mercedes. These guys got to rev this car just a little bit more to keep it in the optimal power range, of course, of the transmission and the engine. So that may factor in, of course, the fuel consumption. And we're just going to move down the field here. We have Trucks B still sitting here very solidly in 4th place. And he is starting to close that gap, as we did see it was about 20 seconds to the leaders here. He's now got that down to 10 seconds. So Trucks is absolutely flying currently here on the racetrack, trying to chase down this lead pack. We got GhostViper now getting some distance as well, now all the way back up into P5 after his first pit stop. And we do see GVG Slash now coming into pit lane here, so we're going to jump into pit lane here with our pit lane camera crews, and we're going to wait for Slash to arrive and take a look at what his crew has to do here, see what they're going to do. You know, I'm sure it looks like they're gearing up to pop some tires on that car. We'll see if he takes some fuel and see if they make any adjustments, of course, to the race car here before they send them out. So he has pulled in, and look at these guys go, man. That is like a 3.5 second tire change right there. Absolutely great job by the pit crew there, and he is going to take some fuel on board in that absolutely beautiful Toyota Supra here, ladies and gentlemen. So really great stuff here by Slash, and you can see the drivers are just on completely different strategies. We got Jake here still staying out, with Paymay in 2nd place staying out. Neither one of these two drivers have pitched yet in the race. We got Trucks B here in 3rd place. I believe he has not pit yet either. So GhostViper will be the front runner of all the drivers that have pit. So once these 3 drivers do make their pit stop, that should give GhostViper the lead out, pardon me, ladies and gentlemen, the race again here. And we see Alien Swift here with a 1 second penalty here in 5th place, as I believe those are the Schumacher S's, if I'm not mistaken. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, ladies and gentlemen. I bet they are sweating. Oh, I bet you are absolutely right. Oh, 100% those guys are sweating out there today, for sure, for sure. Get it, Jake, says Chad. So where are we? Let's just go back through our field here. I got distracted by chat. My apologies. All right, so GVG Jake currently still first. Paymay still second. We got Trucks B now sitting in 3rd place, obviously with Slash going into pit lane there. We've got GhostViper himself in 4th. We've got Alien Swift looking really sharp here in 5th place, and I did tell you guys that this is a very quick driver here, so he's definitely one of those guys to look out for here today. We have GVG Slash, but I mean, in all honesty, this is Tier 1, ladies and gentlemen. All 15 of these drivers are absolutely quick and can win this race, so really it's anybody's race. ATB here in 7th, as we're lap 13 of 42, ladies and gentlemen. So we're approximately about 40 minutes into the race here, 35 minutes in now at this point. We still have a good solid hour of great racing here left for you, ladies and gentlemen, today. And as the drivers are starting to sort their positions out via pit stops, now would be a really great time if you need to use the restroom, take a little break, refresh your coffees or your cold beverages, you know, refill the kitty snacks, and yeah, you know, let the dogs out, do what you got to do, and then when you come back, we'll have some more great action waiting for you guys when you get back to the broadcast here. So little potty break if you need, ladies and gentlemen. That would be a great time for us. We see a little bit of space between all the drivers on track currently. We have D-Dot here in 14th place, and we've got Drac here in 15th. So absolutely great stuff here by all the drivers. We see quite a variety of drivers from all over the world. We see a bunch of American drivers. We see some UK drivers. We have a driver from the Netherlands, of course, as well. We have some Canadian drivers in the field here. So a little bit of a diversity here as far as where around the world the drivers are coming from with their crews and their cars. And Jake is looking very solid here, currently with a 1.8 second lead over its Paymay in 2nd place here. So, and of course, Paymay has about a 10-second gap to Trucks, so that gap staying fairly constant at the moment. We see GhostViper here about 10 seconds behind Trucks as well. So a little bit of work for some of these drivers to do. We got Slash here again in 5th place. Don't let the gaps deter you, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, there is going to be many pit stops in this race, and that is why we're starting to see the drivers space out a little bit, as some are on different pit strategies. So we'll see the drivers grouping up, and we'll see them splitting up, and we'll see them grouping back up, and we'll see them splitting up, and we'll see them grouping up throughout the whole race. So that's just the way it goes here when you have drivers on the different cars use different fuel, they use tires differently, and so many different factors, of course, that play in into these long endurance races, ladies and gentlemen. So we have Kilt Racer here in 11th place, and this is approximately about a 183-mile race, ladies and gentlemen. We have Ninja in 12th place here. We got Nolander in 13th. We got D-Dot in 14th here, and Drac, of course, holding up the back of the field here, currently in 15th. But again, that will change as drivers make pit stops. So, race is very far from over, ladies and gentlemen. And since we have a little bit of a space between our drivers currently, I think now would be a really good time to review what happened in round 1 here last week. So, we're just going to bring that information up for you, amazing folks. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so our points for GhostViperGaming League Tier 1 Round 1, which of course was held last week, and I believe that race was at Laguna Seca, if I remember correctly. Payme taking the win there with first place, so he is leading the standings currently with 20 points. Super Ninja taking a second place finish with gaining what looks to be 19 points there. Now there may be a fastest lap involved there. We have Ray Ray in third place, earning 16 points. We have Phantom in the standings, of course, which is Ghost Viper himself, ladies and gentlemen, sitting in fourth with 12 points. Trucks in fifth overall with 10 points. We've got Scotty 74 GT in eighth with 8 points in sixth. D-Dot is currently in seventh overall with 6 points. We have Alien Swift in 8th with 4 points. We have ATB 9th with 2 points. And rounding out our top 10 is Nolander with 1 point. So that's where our standings are sitting after round 1. And Kilt Racer and, of course, GVG Slash had a disconnect last race. So due to that fact, they do not get any points for the race. So they definitely want to get the best result possible here in round 2, obviously, to get some points and start moving their way, hopefully up the standings. Of course, that's what every racer wants, ladies and gentlemen, is to be moving up the standings, not down them. So we'll have to see what all the drivers have for us here today, as we're 16 of 42 laps. So essentially we're a third of the way through this race now, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit over at this point. And it's looking to be like the drivers are going to be making potentially 2 stops, and some are going to be on 3 stops. So we do see trucks coming into pit lane here now, and that is going to give Ghost Viper second place. So, I mean, I could be wrong. GVG Jake may have pit very early on in the race and we just missed it. And I kind of feel like he did do that, as he's still out on track. So, Trucks is going to lose a couple of positions here, obviously, as he's coming in, but we're going to give that pit crew love to all our drivers, of course, and just look at those beautiful liveries. We see Bart there on the side with the skateboard, Bart and Lisa there on the side, Maggie. It's just great stuff. Absolutely love that Simpsons tribute livery right there. Really great stuff there by Trucks B, ladies and gentlemen. So we are with our race leader, and you know what? Let's jump on board with our race leader here. Well, he goes around the track here, Spa. I'm going to take just a quick second to refresh my palette with some liquid so I can continue bringing some comms to you amazing folks out there. Alright, we've got a couple shots of coffee in the system. We're ready to go for another 16 laps, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this. Round 2, ladies and gentlemen. Ghost Viper Gaming League, Season 2. Last season was absolutely a great season. It was, of course, the inaugural season at Ghost Viper Gaming for the Ghost Viper Gaming League. It had the 1 division last season. It was an absolutely great season. And here we are. We're at Season 2. And we are on GT Sport, and that is due to the fact that, of course, GT7... having some lobby issues currently upon release. So Moving forward, I'm sure that GT7 is in the books for Season 3, I'm sure. But I'm not even going to begin to speculate, as I'm not sure, ladies and gentlemen. But we do see our leader, GVG Jake, now coming into the pits. So that does give GhostViperGaming himself the race lead back. So different strategies by the drivers. It's going to be really interesting to see where all the drivers settle when the dust settles here, of course. So we see Jake coming in that GhostViperGaming livery, and a little bit of a backstory about that livery that we see on this car. This was a livery that Jake drove in another league that he was competing in here earlier on in the year, and it really liked the livery, so we stripped off the other league decals off the car and just turned it into a personalized everyday livery for him, and here it is on track again in yet another league. So you know, beautiful livery there on Jake, and of course representing GhostViperGaming there all over that car. Absolutely great stuff. We got Slash here in now currently back into second place, and with Paymay right in tow again in third place here. So we do have a little battle developing for second and third place currently. And of course our race leader is quite a ways up the road, as he has a 17-second gap at the moment here from our first and second player, our second and third place drivers, Slash and Paymay. And again, ladies and gentlemen, GhostViperGaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. So no matter what platform it is you guys enjoy to watch your content on, just search GhostViperGaming on any one of those 4 platforms. He will pop right up. Make sure to go and like, share, and follow the man. He is an absolutely fantastic content creator, 100% family friendly, Monday to Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you go show the man some love. And of course you can just go straight to his page from Facebook here on my page, as well as I do have him and D.90 linked as streamers here today because they are in the race. So if you choose to go check it from a few other point of views, you guys do have the option to do that, of course, through the GT45 Facebook page here today. And a really big shout out there to Facebook for allowing us to be able to do those kinds of things. So you guys can get different points of views in these races like this, which is absolutely fantastic stuff, because who doesn't like multiple point of views in a race? So we do have Scotty in 5th with trucks now on the back of Scotty here. So I did just say this about 10 minutes ago, ladies and gentlemen, that we're going to see the drivers group up, and we're going to see them break apart. We're going to see them group up. We're going to see them break apart. And now we're starting to see some of the drivers pack up again. So we're definitely going to be seeing some battles in this next little, probably a 5, 6, 7, 8 lap stint here. We see Ray Ray just off in the distance in 8th place there, D.90, and that just beautiful orange livery there in 9th place in that Peugeot. We have Kilt Racer here in 10th place as well in that Kilter designed Nissan GTR. Absolutely great stuff. I don't believe Kilt is streaming. I could be wrong. It'll be Kilt Racer on Facebook, ladies and gentlemen, if he is. We do have Super Ninja here in... Ooh, getting a little bit of airtime off that bat in there. Hitting that little ejecto button there that the mechanics put in the car to get him out of trouble. And picking up a 5-second penalty for that little endeavor over the battens there. And we see Alien Swift now in 12th place. So the drivers are on quite significantly different strategies here. We have Hulky here in that Aston Martin in 13th. We've got Nolander in that Porsche here, currently sitting 14th, and Drac Fury rounding out our field here in 15th. We do see him getting a blue flag being waved as Trucks and Scotty are now catching up to him here. So let's just stick with this for a second. And this is basically how you allow faster cars to go by, ladies and gentlemen. You see Drac completely pulling off the racing line, coming up to Kemmel Straight, letting off the throttle a little bit there. And what that does is that allows the lead lap traffic to just hold the racing line at their pace, get through nice and safe. You see the 2 front drivers not losing any time at all, and you see Drac on track, safe and sound, and no incidents caused for anybody on the racetrack. All 3 drivers get to continue on with their race. And just fabulous, fabulous stuff. A great example of what you do if you have lead traffic coming up, ladies and gentlemen. So great stuff by Drac Fury there to allow the 5th and 6th place drivers get through there. And we have Ghost Viper here with a very, very good lead, 14.2 seconds. But it was 17 seconds last time we checked. So Slash and Paymay are 100% digging into that lead. Now the question is Paymay and Slash going to battle, or are these two going to work together? If these two work together, they will most certainly catch Ghost Viper, who is all alone up in front there. But we see Slash getting really, really wide there, making a mistake. That's going to allow Paymay now to go into second place. and Slash just actually purposely opting to stay wide in the corner there, allow Paymay to safely get through, and then come back onto the track when it's a lot safer. So great job by GVG Slash. Again, really great racing sense, really great racing awareness there by GVG Slash. More than aware that Paymay is right on top of him, and just wanted to make sure that that driver got through really quickly there before he came back on track. So again, another great example of amazing race etiquette by these Tier 1 drivers here today. Making great decisions on the racetrack, and great decisions lead to great race finishes, ladies and gentlemen. So we got Jake here in 4th place. He's going to be looking for getting that lead back as well. We have Trucks here sitting in 5th. Now, Jake went quite a long time on a tank of fuel there. So it'll be very, very interesting to see how much longer he's going to be able to go in that GTR on another tank of fuel. As we have the Volkswagens very close together here now. We have Scotty and Drac together. Now, of course, one is on the lead lap and one's down a lap, but same cars, they got the same pace, they got the same acceleration rate. This could be a very good way for Drac to start getting back up through the field, making some of these positions back from these drivers. Just because they're a lap down does not mean they're not allowed to race, ladies and gentlemen. These guys are 100% allowed to get that lap back if the opportunity does arise. So if Drac can stay on the back end of Scotty here, that very well could happen for Drac. He can start to gain some of these, get around some of these drivers and potentially get back on that lead lap. We have Paymay here in 2nd now, and we see Slash now in 3rd. So Slash making a bit of a mistake. We see, obviously that was coming out of the last corner. We were watching when it happened, I remember now, and losing a little bit of time here to Paymay now. So Slash needs to get to work here so he can get back on the back of Paymay so he can chase Ghost Viper down. We have Jake here in 4th place. He's doing everything he can to chase the 2 guys in front of him down. We've got Trucks in 5th place. Pardon me, ladies and gentlemen. He's all alone at the moment, so about 5-6 seconds behind Jake. He's about 5 seconds ahead of the guys behind him, so he's kind of literally in the middle of no man's land right now. And then we've got Scotty and Drac here, looking like that's doing exactly what we were just talking about, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like that they're trying to work together here now and push up the field, so definitely some interesting strategy there from these 2 drivers. So we got a this is not the first time I've seen this either, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, surprisingly enough, we see a back marker bump drafting a lead lap traffic car to hopefully both drivers to gain position. Absolutely love that, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely love that, and they're doing a great job working together as a tandem here. So again, like I said, both Volkswagen Beetles here, and we see Drac really going out wide there. I don't think Drac's really trying to get around Scotty there, and unfortunately for Drac, Scotty's actually pulling into pit lane here, so we're going to stick with Scotty as he pulls into pit lane here. Ghost Viper as well back into pit lane here himself, so he is took a little bit of a short stint that time there, maybe trying to match up the strategies that's going on with the drivers that were chasing him for the lead there. So we do have Scotty coming into the pits, and of course we haven't been able to get a great shot of Scotty's livery here yet, and pit lane is always the best spot to get these, ladies and gentlemen. So we see DDR Mobile 1 on the back of that car, D-Dot Racing on the front, and just a really great job by the pit crew there, ladies and gentlemen. We've got DDR Racing on, this is just DDR Racing all over it here today, and of course you see the GhostViperGaming Racing League on the bottom of the door there as well. So really great stuff there by Scotty and that Volkswagen Beetle here. So we do have Paymay here in 1st place. We see HBR on the side of that car, and we've seen a few other HBR drivers here most recently in the future as well. So of course with Gran Turismo 7 now coming out, we're definitely going to start seeing a lot more team action, I think, coming back into play in these leagues, as we see Jake is now up into 3rd place. Trucks is in 4th. We've got Ghost Viper coming back out in 5th place, about 15 seconds behind Trucks now. Scotty is sitting here in 6th, and he's quite a bit behind Ghost Viper in 5th place there. So interesting strategies are starting to kind of settle the drivers into where they are here currently. ATB looking really solid there in 7th place. We've got Ray sitting here in 8th in that Peugeot, and actually now that the sun is really shining bright on the track, we're really getting a great shot of some of the detailing in that livery on that matte green, army green Peugeot RCZ there. So hopefully we can catch him in pit lane and get a really good shot of that car. It's Alien Swift here as well. In another Peugeot, sitting in 9th currently. We've got Halky sitting in 10th place in an Aston Martin, and we see D.90 just behind here. So is D-Dog going to opt to make the move on Halky, or is D-Dog going to work together with Halky and try to catch up to Alien Swift ahead of these guys, I guess is the next question. So different cars, different acceleration rates, a lot of different things about these two cars are quite different. So be interesting to see how this develops here between D.90 and, of course, DDR Halky here as this race continues. Actually, D-Dog goes down the inside, gets the move done there, and Halky just tucks right into that slipstream. He goes, okay, mate, I'll hang out with you and we'll give you a push here. And we do have a yellow flag up ahead, so Alien Swift getting himself into some trouble there. So let's see what happened there to Alien Swift. Oh, we just missed it. Let's get a longer replay here. So he's just coming around the corner here. And did he catch that curbing on the outside of this left-hander here? If I had to guess, that's most likely what happened. That's usually the case when you see cars spinning out around this corner, and he come around, and oh, I'm not sure what happened to him there. Yeah, I don't know. The replay is not functioning properly there. So, unfortunately, we weren't able to see what happened to Alien Swift, but he is in pit lane there now. And actually, on that note, let's get a shot of that livery. We see Super Ninja also in pit lane here. With that Rockefeller Racing livery there as well. We'll get the shot of that livery while he's just sitting in pit lane, fueling up that car. Actually, Ninja looking like he's having some technical difficulties with that car. As you can see, the crew is working on that car at the moment, so I'm having some kind of technical issue with the race car here at the moment here at Spa today. And there's that great livery by Alien Swift there. Unfortunately, we didn't get a full shot of it, but we'll definitely have another opportunity to catch that car in pit lane again here yet today. We got Drac here sitting in 14th, and we now see Ghost starting to catch up to Drac there. So Ninja having some form of technical difficulty in the race car. The crew's working on it. Hopefully they get him back out on track here today. We got Twillshed in the chat. Hey bro, this is awesome. I watch the other Ghost all the time. Great calls, mate. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. And of course, Twillshed coming in with that like and the share. We got Stefan coming in with the like and the share over on Facebook as well. Much love, everybody. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Don't forget to go over to GhostViperGaming. Hit those likes, hit those shares over there. If you're not following the man, definitely toss the guy a follow. You will not regret it. He is one of the chillest, coolest, calmest content creators when it comes to sim racing out there. And seriously, like, family-friendly broadcast, man. The kiddies can get involved. You can really make it a family event, and it's just fantastic. So we are here for round 2 of season 2 of the Ghost Viper Gaming League. If you're just tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, Ghost Viper Gaming, ladies and gentlemen, is sponsored by IMB Racewear. So if you're looking for some juicy Ghost Viper Gaming merch, head over to the Ghost Viper Gaming website at www.ghostvipergaming.com, and everything you need to know about Ghost Viper Gaming, Ghost Viper Gaming Racing League, his sponsors, is all up on the website there. Of course, that is pinned in the Facebook comments here as well on GT45 Gaming today. Go check it out. These guys are accepting more drivers still for the series as well for Tier 2. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're interested in racing, you think you have available time to do so, head over to the website, go throw your name in the ring, see what you got. You never know, you could be live on one of the broadcasts here as the season progresses. So Payme is in the lead of this race here and looking very strong in that Mercedes. Midway through the race here now, as we're coming around here. Jake just chasing him down in second place, and then Slash just behind Jake in third place. So first, second, and third are not too far behind each other here. The simplest little mistake could be enough to get these drivers back in the slipstream and in that battle for position. We got Trucks in fourth. We got Ghost Viper here now in fifth place. Seeing him just a little bit out of shape there, but he's a fantastic driver. He's got cat-like reflexes, this guy, and very quickly getting the front end of that car back under control. We got Scotty 74 GT here as well, representing D-Dot Racing here today. Absolutely fantastic driver here too, ladies and gentlemen. Doing really great here in 6th place. We've got Ray in 7th here as well. And see if we can get a couple more shots of that livery. Oh, there is a mine charity on the side of that car, ladies and gentlemen. We did catch that. Of course, D.90 supports that through his series that goes through his page every season as well. So we got ATB here in 8th place. We've got D-Dot, the man himself, D.90, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely amazing broadcaster in his own right. I absolutely, he is just, he's just fire. We do the same thing, man. You watch this guy's streams, you watch his content, you watch his races, you watch his leagues, you watch his commentary. It's all fire. He is an absolute 100% natural at it, and only hope that myself personally can only be as good as D-Dot one of these days in the near future as well. But man, this guy's comms are just top level. So you know, it's actually kind of an honor to be commentating D-Dot tonight, and I hope you all enjoyed the commentary here as well, because I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to come back and watch the race after the race. So much love to all the competitors on track, as everybody's doing an absolutely fantastic job. This is some of the cleanest racing we've seen throughout all the leagues that we work for, and I mean, we see lots of clean racing, ladies and gentlemen. So but this one has just been absolutely 100% top notch, and we see D-Dot now coming into pit lane here, so we're going to give that beautiful livery its time in the spotlight here as well. And of course the pit crew, man, you know, these guys work hard behind the scenes. You know, the pit crews don't get the love that they should during these long seasons. These are grueling seasons that these drivers take part in, and these crews work really hard to keep these cars in 100% tip-top shape for the competitors on track. So you see LWR design, Miller Man design on the hood of that car there. Again, DMJ on the side of the car. We got D.90, we got DDR Racing on there. What else have we got on there? LWR on the back fin there. So car is looking really great. We still see Super Ninja in pit lane here as well. So the guys are still working on that Toyota Supra, outsourcing what the issue is. Hopefully they can get that sorted out, get it back on track, at least get some more laps in here today. We have Jake. Fantastic comments, my dude. Much love, Nick. Much love. Appreciate it, my guy. Appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out, too. I mean, you guys, the viewers, all you ladies and gentlemen, all the boys and girls out there that tune in and day out for these amazing events. You guys are the real legends here, and you're the reason why that we continue to put events like this on week in and week out, because, well, we just love to entertain, ladies and gentlemen. We like to put on a good show, and man, the guys, they love to compete. So they love to compete. You know, on the track, these guys are all competitors. Off the track, these guys are family. And it is quite incredible to see a racing community in action. Let me tell you, it really, really is. The friendships, the bonds that get developed throughout a season are incredible. And when you are a part of a eSIM racing league, ladies and gentlemen, you are making permanent lifetime friends, and you're making new family every league that you step into. So again, on the track today, these guys are fighting for position, they're fighting for points, they're fighting for a title. But at the end of the day, they go home. You know, they all sit together in the pit shop afterwards, have some bevies, you know, reminisce, decompress a little bit, poke some fun at each other, and then they go home safe and sound at the end of the day to their families. And of course, that's the most important thing, ladies and gentlemen, that all the drivers make it home safe and sound at the end of the race to their respective loved ones, of course. So great job by all our safety staff, all the camera crews here on track as well, to ensure that our drivers are kept nice and safe and sound. So Payme doing a fantastic job here in the race lead. Let's go see if we can find us a nice little juicy battle happening here on track. Again, the drivers starting to separate a little bit. We need some of these guys to start making pit stops again. So we've got a nice little battle here between DDR Hulky and 10th place Kilt Racer. So let's jump on board with Kilt here as he tries to chase down Hulky in that Aston Martin. So roof cam shot here this time, ladies and gentlemen. And let me tell you, the production crew is working hard today to try and give us all these great angles here today. And Kilt being very, very patient behind Hulky, just waiting for the right moment to make the move. Or maybe Kilt's not in too much of a hurry to try and push the fact right now. He's got a top 10 finishing position currently on the racetrack. So maybe it's just beneficial to be nice, patient, and just help each other along. As you can see, the Hulk on the rear quarter panel of that Aston Martin. Absolutely love that. Great stuff by Hulky there. And Hulky makes some really fantastic liveries as well, ladies and gentlemen. So let's jump on board with Hulky here as we watch what it looks like behind him here as Kilt gets a really good entry into the corner there. But you see Kilt actually just backed out a little bit there as he didn't want to make contact with Hulky as Hulky got a little bit wide there. So just an amazing amount of respect shown by all the drivers on track here today. Kilt could have very easily went ahead and made that pass. He had the positioning, he had the line, but opted to just play it safe and just hang out and just make sure that both these guys are on track and racing on, man. That's what it's all about. We're here having fun today. The drivers look like they're having fun. The racing's been fantastic, and Hulky is actually defending quite well here against Kilt. So great job by both these drivers on track here. So let's just keep ripping through here real quick. Let's see if we can find anything else developing as we see Alien Swift and D.90 getting quite close here. We got Nolander here currently 13th, Draken 14th, and we still see Ninja in the pits there. They're still trying to source out the issue of that broken down Toyota Supra in pit lane there. Really unfortunate for Super Ninja here today. Hopefully they get that car sorted out for him. We do have Payme though leading the race, ladies and gentlemen, and he's looking quite comfortable there, may I add, maintaining that 1 second gap on second place driver GVG Jake, who is carrying a half-second penalty here, so he's going to have to burn that guy off here into the chicane. Again, the drivers are not allowed to bring penalties across the start-finish line here. If they do, they will be assessed a pretty serious penalty by the GhostViperGaming officiating staff. So, again, huge shout-out to everybody behind the scenes here at GhostViperGaming as well, ladies and gentlemen, to all the series organizers, the administration staff, the moderating staff, of course, and of course to all our officials and everybody that does the advertising and everything that goes on with the league. Just much love out there. Thank you so much for everything you do. Thank you for bringing this to us, and thank you for giving us an opportunity to be able just to watch an amazing race on a Wednesday afternoon. I mean, it just doesn't get much better, honestly. We got the man himself. There he is, Ghost Viper, ladies and gentlemen. Ghost Viper Gaming in 5th place. Just coming around that hairpin right now. Going to be making his entry into Eau Rouge very shortly here. We got Scotty in 6th place as well. ATB in that Porsche in 7th here. He's looking really good. He's been driving very solid all day long. We got Ray in 8th place. Kilt has gotten around Hulky now in 9th. We see Alien Swift here in 10th. So Hulky must have made a pit stop because now we've got D-Dot also up in position in 11th. And there's Hulky there. So Hulky definitely making a pit stop as we do see the leaders starting to gain on Hulky here. So Hulky's going to be in a potential situation where he's going to have to give up the line and give these guys the position. So we'll see what happens here as we move forward with the race. Let's jump on board with our leader, Payme. And just check this out here as he's coming around the track. Now, of course, Hulky, you know, he might not catch Hulky. You know, Hulky might have to pace to keep the leaders behind him here. So, again, these drivers do have the right to, of course, fight for their positions. But I know that in these leagues, in the races, when you're at the point where you got the leaders hunting you down, typically you just wait for a safe spot, get out of the racing line, let them go by, tuck back into the racing line, and just continue on your way on your race. So. But the drivers are absolutely allowed to fight for their positions. They don't just have to ruin their races to give up that line, of course. And, I mean, it is essentially up to the faster drivers to find a safe way around the lap traffic, back markers, whatever you want to call them, ladies and gentlemen. I don't like those words because they, you know, they're, I don't know, I just don't like those words. I hate that. Lead lap traffic is what I like to call it, and lap traffic, and that's just, yeah. So we see we did see Hulky there. He did let off the throttle a little bit, allowing Payme to get some acceleration. He goes really wide there, as we can see Jake in the review mirror there, also getting through nice and easy and comfy. So really great job by Hulky there to allow the leaders to get around safe and sound, and just continue on the racetrack. Hulky continues on the racetrack. Everybody's happy, and race on, ladies and gentlemen. We see GVG Slash just coming around the hairpin there, and Ghost Viper now up in 4th place as we have trucks coming back into pit lane. Let's jump on board with Ghost Viper here and do a lap around Spa here with Ghost Viper. And let's just take a really good listen to that Mercedes AMG as it goes around the track. And really great lap here by GhostViperGaming, ladies and gentlemen. GhostViper26 catching up to GVG Slash and now making the move coming up the start-finish line straight here. So really quick lap by GhostViperGaming there as he gets around GVG Slash, now sitting on the podium for P3. So fantastic stuff there by GhostViper26, ladies and gentlemen. And that was a really great onboard lap with our with the host, GhostViperGaming, of course, the man behind the league, and the man running the page behind the league. So if you guys haven't gone over and checked out GhostViperGaming yet, ladies and gentlemen, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, search GhostViperGaming. He'll pop right up. Head on over there. Go show the man some love. Throw him a like, throw him a follow, throw him a share. Get the GhostViperGaming League out there. These guys are still looking for drivers, ladies and gentlemen. In the Facebook stream here in GT45 Gaming, we've got the website where you can register. Tier 2 is accepting drivers, and there is also, I'll give you a piece of information relating to Tier 2. There will be no Tier 2 race today, ladies and gentlemen, as there is not enough drivers able to make it today. So Tier 2 race has been postponed for round 1. Great shout out there by Nick as well, over there on Facebook. Chad says Jakey's gonna win. He's got this. We got Drew like on Facebook and YouTube. Well said, my friend. Much love, Drew. We appreciate you guys. Wesley coming in with the massive thumbs up there over on Facebook as well. Welcome everybody. Hope everybody's enjoying the broadcast, because this has been a fantastic race here in Belgium today as we're at Circuit Spa. And the weather is absolutely gorgeous here today. The track temps are nice and warm. The tires are nice and hot. They're grabbing. And boy, oh boy, the fuel is getting sucked up in these cars here today. And we have Kilt in 8th place here as well. Fan favorite Kilt racer, ladies and gentlemen, up into house in 8th place, having a fantastic race. We see D.90. What? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. D.90 in the house, sitting in 9th place. You can also find him over on Facebook Gaming as well, ladies and gentlemen. He is also one of the streamers tagged in the Facebook stream here at GT45 Gaming today. If you want to go check the race out from his perspective or Ghost Viper's perspective, nice, quick, simple, easy. Hit their little chat bubble down there below in the Facebook stream there. It'll take you right directly into their page, man, right to their live feed. And you should be able just to go back and forth between all the feeds and check it all out from every angle, which is fantastic. We love that we're able to do this here on Gran Turismo Sport. We got Alien Swift here in 10th place as well, holding up the top 10 with that Peugeot RCZ. Ray in 11th, trying to chase Alien Swift down, also in that Peugeot. Really great shot of delivery there as the sun is just shining there on the straightaway. Got Nolander sitting in 13th with Drac all up in his business here in that Warburton's Volkswagen Beetle, pardon me, ladies and gentlemen, in 14th place. That was like hard to say. My brain stuttered there for a second. And again, Super Ninja still sitting in the pits. Guys are still working on that car. Looking like they're having some troubles outsourcing the issue. There's one guy is almost standing there scratching his head, so they're working on it. Hopefully they can get that thing back out on track. We got Jake here sitting in first place. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We got a couple of drivers in pit lane. So we see Ghost in pit lane here again. So definitely on quite a bit of a different strategy compared to the rest of our drivers here. So we got Scotty now in pit lane here as well, in that Volkswagen Beetle, ladies and gentlemen. He's taking on another set of tires and some fuel. And we see ATB coming in. ATB on fumes, ladies and gentlemen, on fumes. So definitely needing a pit stop here in that Porsche as well. We're just waiting for it to roll up so we can get a great shot of that livery here, of course, ladies and gentlemen. Our pit lane camera crews here at Spa have been working really hard to get us to great shots. The GhostViperGaming logo on the top of that car there, just IMSA on the front of that car. Just nice, clean, very simple, very crisp livery there. And sometimes it's not about how busy it is, sometimes it's just about how clean and crisp it is. And this is the case here currently right now with ATB. Alien Swift is now coming into the pits. We'll get a better shot of that livery as well, ladies and gentlemen. I've been waiting to get a really good look at this one, so I'm excited to see Alien Swift's livery. Jake is now also pulling into the pits here. We got Kilt is also pulled into pit lane. We're going to try and get these livery shots in on all these cars as quickly as we can here. It takes a little bit of time for the cars to get to their pit box here, so we see Alien Swift now coming in. D.90 Legend on the front of that car. We see D.Racing on the side. Miller, all kinds of shout outs on the side of that car. And just love that that zebra striping on that blue. It is just gorgeous stuff there. So we want to try to get over to, we missed Kilty. We missed Kilty! So Slash is going to take race lead here, but is Jake going to come out in time to come out ahead of him? It does not look that way, but we also see Paymay now is just coming up to the start-finish line here. So we're going to stay with Paymay here as he's coming around. Is Jake going to get out to battle with Paymay here is the question. Jake is now out of pits. He's on the way down pit lane here. He does actually come out ahead of Paymay. So it is GVG Slash in first with a 1.5 second lead over GVG Jake in second place, and then Paymay in third. So there's our podium currently as it sits at lap 30 of 42 here, ladies and gentlemen. We have Trucks in fourth place. We got Ghost Viper in fifth. Scotty is sitting in sixth currently. D-Dot is sitting in seventh. We've got ATB in eighth place. Ray in ninth. We've got Mr. Nolander in 10th. We have DDR Hulky in 11th. We've got Alien Swift sitting in 12th. Kilt in 13th. Drac sitting in 14th, and again, Super Ninja's car having some kind of issue in the pits. Crew is working on it. We see a battle for first place here, ladies and gentlemen. GVG Jake is battling with Slash, and he's on the outside, and he gets the move done. That was a really, really great job by GVG Jake to get the position for P1 there. Fantastic move by Jake over GVG Slash, and you can see Slash is flashing the headlights there, and I am pretty sure that is a hey, mate. That was really well done. So GVG just going, Slash getting just a little bit wider on the hairpin, and Jake just absolutely dives into that inside line, holds that outside line, and just absolutely fantastic move by Jake right there, ladies and gentlemen. You do not get any better than that. An outside pass, 100% clean. Neither one of those two drivers touched each other. Great move by GVG Jake. Great battling by all these drivers on track. These have been some very great, efficient, clean passes here today on track right from the start of the race. Very little contact has been made by the drivers in this race. This is a very high caliber field of drivers we've got here, ladies and gentlemen, and it shows every time we see a battle on track. These guys are 100% on point here today and ready to race. Oh man, what a great race this has been. Nolander in 10th, ladies and gentlemen. And we do see Hulky just off in the distance behind here. Very similar scheme color combination car there as well. Alien Swift here in 12th. We see Ninja still in pit lane there. Drac Fury here in 14th. And we just had a driver pit. Ooh, a little bit sideways around the corner there. Drac just having a little bit of fun with the back end of that Beetle there now. So back to our race leader. So we have 11 laps remaining, ladies and gentlemen. So we have about 25 minutes remaining in the race here, and it is anybody's game still. We've seen some of these drivers have had to make 3 stops. We've seen some around 4 stops. Jake currently is, I believe, on a 2 stops. So we'll see if he can make a 2-stop work, but he may have to hit the pits yet one more time. I'm going to say at about lap 38, we will allow you guys to see what the guys are running for tires and see what their fuel situations look like. We're not gonna show that to you guys right at the moment, and that's just to keep things fair, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, in case any of the drivers are tuning into the stream, of course they're not watching because they're driving on track, but they can definitely still hear, and we just don't want to give away any information. So we have Ray here, currently sitting in 9th place. We have Nolander. He's getting really hot coming around the corner there in 10th, but he did a great job to keep control of that Porsche. As he came around the corner, he was cooking. And a little bit of overshooting in the chicane, Nolander was there. Hulky comes in, just a beautiful line through that chicane. And he is actually going to enter pit lane, so we're actually going to stick with Nolander and Hulky as they're in pit lane here. Again, 2 of the drivers we haven't had a chance to get a really good look at their cars yet here, so we'll give them their race car designers some moment in the spotlight here as well, ladies and gentlemen. We also have Drac Fury coming in just behind these guys as well, so we got some liveries to take a quick peek at here as the drivers pull into pit lane. So we're gonna have to be on this fairly quick here. We got Nolander Gaming there, just absolutely just very beautiful liveries. You see Nolander there. We're going to jump over to Hulk here. You see DMJ Vroom on the side. A bunch of sponsors up the quarter panel. Hulk on the corner panel. We see LWR Designs on the quarter panel front. We got that beautiful British flag again on the side of the car there. And we do see Drac Fury coming out. We were just going to switch over to that car. Unfortunately, he got out just a little bit quick on us. So if he makes another stop, we'll definitely have to make sure we get a look at that beautiful livery on that car. And GVG Jake currently with a 3.4 second lead on the pack right now, and it is Payme chasing him down in 2nd place. Now Payme has a fairly good lead on a 3rd place driver of about 11.5 seconds, who happens to be Trucks B. And then we have Ghost Viper in 4th. We've got Slash in 5th place. We've got Scotty in 6th. We've got D-Dot in 7th place. We have ATB in 8th. We have Ray in 9th place. Absolutely gorgeous looking car there. Just can't help but stare at those livery designs that he does there on his cars. We got Alien Swift, another great livery on track here. The liveries look fantastic here on track. Kilt Racers is absolutely, there's so much to see on a Kilter Designs livery that a pit stop really isn't enough to see everything that's going on with that race car, but it gives you a good perspective on just how complex that some of these race car designers really get with these race cars here on track. So again, we see Super Ninja's car still being worked on. Unfortunately, it looks like that is the end of the young man's race here today. So unable, hopefully they get that sorted out before next week, get that car back on track and get him competing again, because we do know, ladies and gentlemen, Super Ninja is an absolutely quick driver. We got Paul coming in with that big thumbs up there as well. How you doing, Paul? Welcome everybody. Absolutely love to see all the race fans in today, and Jake is looking very strong here in 1st place, and there's definitely some eyes watching this man here today, and you guys will know why in a few hours. So it's Payme here in 2nd place. Kilty Grandmaster of Modern Arts, amen onk. I cannot agree more. That man is just on fire with those liveries. So Trucks here in 3rd place, and that's a really great livery there. And you know, it is a Simpsons livery, ladies and gentlemen, but you know, it's the whole Simpsons family throughout this car here, and you know, it's just a sign of family, it's a sign of togetherness, and it's a really done livery there, even though it is some Simpsons characters on that livery there. I mean, to me, that's what I see when I see that livery. I see a father and a son enjoying some good times together on the back of that car. You know, Bart's having a heyday on his skateboard on the one side of the car. You see Lisa and Bart hanging out on the other side of the car. It's about community. It's about togetherness. It's about being with loved ones and with people you care and just having a good time. And that's what these guys are doing here tonight. And boy, they sure look like they're having fun out there. I'm sure that the arms are getting tired, the legs are getting tired, they're hot, they're sweaty, they're thirsty, and I'm sure that they cannot wait to get into pit lane and get some liquid back into these bodies, some refreshments. And, you know, this isn't an easy job, ladies and gentlemen. Whether you're behind the wheel of a real race car or a simulated race car, it's a lot of work. It is 100% a lot of work, and I can vouch for that, ladies and gentlemen. As a sim racer myself, it's a workout. It is a workout. We got D-Dot in 9th. We've got Alien Swift, who's just made a mistake. I believe this is the second time now this corner has bit him, and ooh-wee! Just caught a little bit of that artificial curbing there, and it just sent him all kinds of out of shape there. And then realizing he has fast traffic coming, so he pulls off the track there, gets out of the racing line, allows Kilt to get through there. So really great job by Alien Swift. Now he's got to bleed off a massive penalties. You see the leader going around him there. So unfortunately for Swift, that is going to be really hard on the point standings for his race here today. As you see him throwing the flashers on, let the guys know he's a slow driver right now. And he has a ton of penalty that he needs to get rid of here. So he is going to have to bleed this penalty off, unfortunately, before he crosses the start-finish line. So he's really going to have to juice it out here. As you can see him dropping that thing down. And he'll use pit lane to get the rest of it there. So probably got some damage that he's going to need to attend to on that car there, unfortunately for Alien Swift. But you get outside the curbing and Spa here, and it can definitely make you pay. And we've seen it a couple times here today. A couple of these drivers just getting those tires out there and just losing a little bit of the car there, and that's all it takes, ladies and gentlemen. A little touch of the wall, you got some aerodynamic damage, or you got a little bit of quarter panel damage, you got some tire rub going on. A number of things can happen from contact, so really unfortunate for Alien Swift, but he is getting it sorted out there. The crew's working on that car, and he'll be back out on track in no time. So we do have Scotty sitting in 6th place. We've got ATB, and we are starting to see Ray real ATB in here for 7th place. So let's jump on board with ATB here as we take a peek at what he sees. So bumper cam here on that Porsche here of ATB as Ray is all over the back end of this car here. And I'm not sure if Ray is looking for position at the moment. Maybe he's just looking to work together. Nah, Ray's like, nah, I'm going to take it, mate. Thank you very much. I'm going to take that inside line here. And both drivers getting through that corner very, very nicely. Great move by Ray there for 7th place. So is ATB going to respond as he is side-by-side coming in chicane? If he can stay side-by-side with Ray here, he can try and get a move done. Ray just edges him out there. So great job by Ray to keep ahead of ATB, but Ray gets a little bit on that curb there, loses some exit speed. ATB is going to be right back down the side of Ray. So going into corner 1, let's see what happens between these two, as we're now on board with ATB, ladies and gentlemen. And let's see what happens as we come through La Réunion and Rouge up to Camel Straight here. Let's see if ATB responds back with a move of his own on Ray here. Getting really wide through there. You want to cut as much of that first corner, not get on that curb around the second part, and then ease it around the left side. You go too hard, you're going to make that turn short, you're going to pick up a penalty. You go too late, you're going to go wide and potentially crash your car. So great job there by both these drivers. As we see ATB do exactly that, get that position done on the Camel Straight there, and now Ray is back to square one. He's got to get back ahead of ATB again. So reel him in and repeat, ladies and gentlemen. So D-Dot here in 9th place. We've got Kilt looking really good in 10th here as well. Nolander just behind in 11th. We got a Hulky right there in 12th. We've got Alien having a little bit of a struggle here now in 13th place. Really unfortunate end race here, last stint for Alien Swift here. So he's just got to gather himself up here to get that mojo flying and get back into rhythm, man. Put in some good laps and just have a good solid finish here today. And get ready for next week's race. You know, as racers, we have good days and we definitely have bad days. So, new chassis, yeah, absolutely. Medic, yeah. Hello, Paul. How you doing, Mr. Twig? Paul Twig coming in with the big time love as well with that big share. much love, everybody. And again, this is the Ghost Viper Gaming League Season 2, Round 2, Tier 1 race here today, ladies and gentlemen. We will not have a Tier 2 race for you today as it has been postponed. Just due to not enough drivers being able to make it here today for the Tier 2 race. The Tier 2 season will start hopefully next week or maybe a little bit later this week. But just keep your eye on the Ghost Viper Gaming pages and the socials, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, they will keep you guys up to date with what's going on with that. And there is still room. You interested? You want to race? You want to test your mettle against these guys here on track? You want to see if you got what it takes to be a champion here at Ghost Viper Gaming? Head over to www.ghostvipergaming.com. Go and register right now, ladies and gentlemen. Get yourself into the league. Tier 1 starts at 3:30 p.m. Eastern time for qualifying, and then Tier 2 will start right after Tier 1 once Tier 2 does get underway. So if you're interested, go hit that website up, get yourselves entered, and the GVG crew will take care of you, ladies and gentlemen, from there, and they're awaiting your guys' registration. So get up in there, get yourself in the league, get involved. Seriously, you want to be a part of this community. This is absolutely a top-level community, top-level racers, and even if you don't think you're fast enough to keep up with these guys, it really doesn't matter, ladies and gentlemen. You will learn so much by being on track, racing with these guys week in and week out. So get to it. Head over to www.ghostvipergaming.com, register for the Ghost Viper Gaming Season 2 Tier 2 Division, and get yourselves on track and see what you guys got. Go check it out. It's a lot of fun. I promise you won't regret it, ladies and gentlemen. If you got the time to do it, I would absolutely recommend it. We have GVG Slash here in 5th place. I myself would be racing in Tier 2 as well if, unfortunately, my work schedule was a little more friendly. So, with that being said, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're commentating today because we had a available day to do it, and I'm absolutely thrilled. It's been a fantastic race to be a part of. And we see Ray's now back ahead of ATB here in 7th place as well. So ATB's now on the hunt to try and get 7th place back from Ray. These two are having an absolutely slamming battle here on racetrack. Absolutely great stuff by these two drivers. And just nice and tidy and clean racing here today on the racetrack. Any incidents on the racetrack were self-involved incidents. No other cars were involved, and the drivers have made very good conscious effort to enter the racing track properly again after an incident, and then make sure not to get in the way of another driver's race. So much respect out there from all the drivers on track. We see Alien Swift here. We got Drac coming back into pit lane. So Drac either taking some tires and fuel here or repairing some damage. Looks like a wheel issue. That could very well be, absolutely. Cody Brown coming in with that big thumbs up. How you doing, Cody B? Much love, my man. We open that. We don't want to open that. There we go. So we do see Drac's actually taking some tires. There's that Warburtons. Warburtons, is that right? I hope I'm saying that right. Please, I'm sorry, all you UK folks out there if I've mispronounced that. I apologize. So we do have Jake still leading this race. We have 5 laps remaining, ladies and gentlemen, so we're almost at the point where we're going to allow you guys to see these tires and the fuel situation on all these drivers. I'm not going to tell you guys what the tire and the fuel situation is. I'm just going to allow you guys to look for yourselves. As again, a just fair play thing. I don't want to give the drivers any tips on maybe what the driver ahead or behind is up to as far as tires and fuel goes. So we will obviously we'll drop that down, let you guys look at it for yourselves, but you know, that's just how I am, ladies and gentlemen. We got Nolander in 12th. We see Alien Swift coming in. Looking like he's now having a malfunction with his automobile as well. So very late in the race there, and Alien Swift having to pull into the pits to get the crew to take a look at his car here now as well. So we're seeing a couple of drivers having some technical issues with their race cars here today. That's racing, ladies and gentlemen. Parts break, wires don't work, fuses blow. A number of things can happen to a race car. There's a lot of components, a lot of things that happen with a race car, and unfortunately a couple of drivers suffering some technical issues there, it looks like. So the crews are working on it, and hopefully those cars are 100% ready to go for next week. D-Dot says he loves you, and a big thank you for comms. Well, I love D-Dot too. He is absolutely a legend. we do see Jake with a half-second penalty here. He's going to have to lose his penalty before he gets across that start-finish line. So that is going to allow Payme to slowly gain some time on GVG Jake here. As you can see, he's going to wait for that chicane again. That's where most of the drivers have been bleeding their penalties here today. As of course, it's a very hard braking zone and one of the best spots here on the racetrack to lose potentially a half-second penalty. Really, if you do it just right, you can lose that half-second penalty upon entry into the first part of the chicane and not even have to worry about the second part of the chicane. You can just get back on the gas pedal and get through. So we see Ghost Viper here in 5th place now, chasing Slash down. Slash can be seen by Ghost there. We have Scotty in 6th place, Ray in 7th. We have some space between the drivers, but that doesn't mean that this race is over, ladies and gentlemen. There's still pit stops that could potentially factor in here. Of course, the driver can make a mistake, have an incident. Anything can happen. It could run out of fuel. It cannot manage your tires properly. So many things can happen here. We have Hulky in 11th, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Nolander in 12th place, and I do believe Nolander's live as well. So over there on Facebook Gaming, ladies and gentlemen, Nolander Gaming. On Facebook and YouTube as well. Also, I believe broadcasting his point of view. So we do have 2 guys down. Cars malfunctioning in the pit lane there, looking like they are retired for the day. Unfortunately, this race is full of legends on track and on the media. It's full of legends up in the chat here as well. We have got some absolute legends up in the chat cheering the boys on here today, and absolutely love all the support here. 100% on, says Nick. So much love. We love seeing the communities just hanging out, talking amongst each other, as well as hanging out with me and, of course, all the drivers here today. So, guys put on a fantastic show here week in and week out. And we finally get to bring one to you. We finally get to broadcast one to you. And I'm absolutely tickled pink. I'm like a little kid over here, man, on Christmas Day right now. And boy, this day's not done yet. We have much more to come here today yet. But right now, this is our focus, ladies and gentlemen, here. So, we're at lap 38. I promised you guys I would allow you guys to see the tire and fuel situations of our drivers here now. So here we go. Again, I'm not going to say what the situation is. And we just seen, I believe it was D-Dot come off track there. Maybe it wasn't D-Dot. Maybe it was Drac. Yeah, it was Drac. Yes, okay. Getting out of the way to lead traffic there. So we do have GG Jake. So I'm just going to give you guys a second on each car. Allow you guys to see for yourselves what's going on. Again, I'm not going to say what the situation on either of these cars is. So we see Jake there in 1st place. We're going to move to our 2nd place driver, Payme, here now. I'll let you guys take a look for yourselves as well. Moving up the field here to our 3rd place driver currently, which is Trucks B. This is what his situation looks like. Moving through the field still, we've got Slash sitting in 4th place. This is his tire and fuel situation, of course, ladies and gentlemen. The man himself, GhostViperGaming, in his situation. Very close, I know, right? We missed Scotty. Sorry, backtracking here, moving to Scotty's situation here. His tires and fuel on that Volkswagen Beetle, ladies and gentlemen. Great shot there. That's a great shot around that corner. We got Ray here as well, and this is what Ray's situation is. We're just moving through the field here. We got ATB just behind Ray there as well. Moving through to D-Dot 90, and this is his situation here. Gorgeous looking car. Absolutely gorgeous car. And then we got Hulky rounding out our top 10 here today so far. And this is what his situation looks like. As you see him just picking up a half-second penalty coming out of Laurentian, coming up the Kennel Straight there. Really unfortunate, but easy to burn that off. You see him pull off the racing line there. Get rid of that penalty as well. He's there. He's also going to hold up, let Slash get through, tuck right back in behind, and continue on. Great job by Hulky there. Absolute professional way to allow that lead traffic to get through. We have Kilt here in 12th as well. This is what his situation looks like. And our 13th place driver, last driver still moving on track, that is, ladies and gentlemen, Drac Fury, and this is his situation here. And then, of course, we have Alien Swift and Ninja both looking like they've retired the cars for the day in pit lane there due to some form of malfunction. And we'll have to find out. What went on there at some point, maybe at the end of the race or something. But unfortunate, as LJ came in really early in the race, having a pretty major malfunction. The car's been sitting there for about 20 laps now. So whatever the issue is, obviously the team needs to put that car in the garage to fix it. So really unfortunate for Super Ninja's racer. Again, he is second overall currently in the standings coming in round 2. So that is definitely going to be a little bit of hit on points for Super Ninja there today. And same thing for Alien Swift as well. Going to be a little bit of hit on points for him there. We see Paymay here in second place. He's now trying to chase Jake down for P1. We got Trucks here in third place, a little bit away from the first and second place guys. So unless those two guys have to pit or make a big mistake, I think that is second and first maybe out of his reach. We got Slash fourth place. He is not far off from Trucks B here. He can still pick up a podium if he can absolutely catch Trucks B in that GTR there. And then we've got the man himself, Ghost Viper, in fifth place. And I mean, he can see those guys up there, so he ain't out of this yet either. And we've got Alien as well, just coming around the final chicane there. In that Volkswagen, making that Beetle absolutely looking good here today. We got that Peugeot of Ray Ray here in 7th place, and he's looking pretty good here. Nice and solid, nowhere in front, nobody to worry about him behind. Clean air, just run his laps and finish this baby out for him. ATB here in 8th. What a race throughout the whole field. Pleasure to watch. Absolutely, I agree, Nick. It's been a pleasure to commentate as well. Very easy on the eyes and lots going on. So D-Dot here in 9th place, looking for a top 10 finish here again in round 2. And then we've got DDR Hulky here in 10th place. Looking very solid. Looking for a top 10 finish here today at Spa. But if Kilt has anything to say about it, Kilt wants that top 10, so he's going to be trying to chase Hulky down for top 10. But we also see Nolander just behind Kilt there. Again, Nolander's probably thinking, well, hey, wait a minute, guys. What about me? I want to play. I want to play too. And Drac is... I hit the wrong button. There's Mr. Drac. All right, well, let's get up to the race leader. We are on lap 40 of 42. Jake's coming around for lap 41. We are on our white flag lap, ladies and gentlemen. So our penultimate lap here for round 2, the GhostViperGaming League Tier 1, ladies and gentlemen. And GVG Jake is in the lead, 2.8 seconds ahead of second place drivers Paymay, who is about 4... He's got quite a good gap. He's about 40 seconds ahead of third place. So the battle really is between Paymay and Jake for first and second here. Again, Trucks in third place there. He only has a 2-second gap on Slash in fourth, and Ghost Viper is just behind these guys in fifth, trying to close that gap. You see he has a little bit of traffic he's dealing with at the moment here, with Kilt just ahead of him there. So he is going to have to get around Kilt here in order to continue his march to try and catch Slash and Trucks up ahead of him there. He does get around Kilt, goes into the chicane, and Ghost now on his penultimate lap here as well, ladies and gentlemen. So we have Scotty in 6th. We've got ATB coming around here in 7th. We got Ray Ray in 8th place. We have got D-Dot in 9th, holding a nice juicy 1-second penalty there. That means he's going to have to get rid of that guy, which you see him doing right there. We got Hulky holding down that top 10. Has Hulky got it here? I think Hulky's got it. What do you guys think? I think he's got it. Can he hold off Kilt Racer? Is the big question here, with Nolander just behind in 12th and Drac. The last car is still running on track here in 13th place today. So we're going to jump back to our race leader, and he is starting to open up that gap. Last time we checked, he was at 1.8. It is now 3.5. Jake can taste victory, so he is starting to move. Now I guess the big question is, do these drivers have the tire and the fuel to finish this race out? That's the biggest question now, ladies and gentlemen. We got Chris coming in with that big time like as well. How you doing, Chris, my guy? I apologize for not seeing the alerts right away, ladies and gentlemen, as I can't hear them because I got the camera shut off. So when I do have the camera shut off, I actually can't hear my alerts. It's something I need to sort out with my software, but Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Smash those reactions. Hopefully, everybody's gone over to GhostViperGaming and D.90's pages and showing those two some love as well here today, as they are streaming this race as well. Of course, GhostViperGaming, ladies and gentlemen, the mastermind behind the league here, and his staff. So definitely make sure to go show the man some love. Check out his stream, super chill dude. He will still be live after the race is over here. I think I could be wrong, but yeah, go say hi, go check him out, and yeah, go tell him how wonderful his series is. Because honestly, ladies and gentlemen, this is an absolutely amazing series he's got going here. And these are some really, really great drivers. As we see, Slash is pushing. Slash is 100% trying to catch trucks here. And let's just jump back on with our race leader here. As our race leader is now on the final lap here. And we don't want to miss any of these guys coming across this start-finish line. Kilty found his lighter. Oh, that is good. That is good. We see Payme here in second, Trucks in third, and Slash is all up in Trucks' business here. So there is definitely potentially a battle for P3 here between Slash and Trucks B. This is going to be fantastic. Are we going to see a drag race to the finish line here today, ladies and gentlemen? As these guys have come around, they're on the final lap of the race. We're coming through La Radion right now, and Rouge, we're coming onto that Camel Straight, and then I believe it's the Schumacher S after this. I could be wrong though. And Truck's got a good run through La Radion and All Rouge there, coming up the Camel Straight. Slash having to use that whole straightaway to catch right back up to him there. We are going to get back onto this battle, but we do not want to miss, of course, first and second place coming around our start-finish line here, as we are starting to get towards the end of the lap here. GVG Jake is in the lead. He is looking like he is in control of this race, and just a few corners remaining for him here. Payme in second place, holding another 1 second penalty. These drivers have definitely been struggling with the penalties here today. But, you know, that's the way it goes here on Spa. You got to keep it within the limits, or the officials will 100% make you pay for it. So he is now coming around the final two corners, ladies and gentlemen. GVG Jake here, looking like he is going to be the winner of round two of GhostViperGaming League's Season 2, and it is absolutely 100% GVG Jake taking the win here today. Congratulations, great drive by Jake. We got Payme. He's got to lose that penalty. He gets her done. Coming across in second place, we see ATB and Ray now coming across in 7th and 8th there as well. We have GVG Slash, who has gotten third place from Trucks B. We're going to tag that and see if we can catch that move as soon as these two cross the finish line here. Slash with a killer fastest lap. That is correct. You see that at 2:16.9 there. That is a blazing fast lap here at Spa. And looking like Slash is going to get this done. And I got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this man deserves a round of applause if he gets this done, because look at his tires. They're done. They're done. I don't even know how that car still has any traction. So congratulations, Slash, on that P3. Trucks coming across in P4. We see Hulky coming out with a top 10 finish there. And we got Ghost Viper himself now coming through in 5th place. We see Kilt coming across in 11th. We've got Scotty with a great race here in 6th place. We see Nolander now coming across in 12th place. And we now have Drac Fury will be our last car to come across here today at Spa. So what a fantastic job by all the drivers on track. Drac will finish out in 13th here. And then I do believe it will be Alien Swift in 14th. And Super Ninja will finish in 15th here today. So great job by all our drivers here on track today. What a great round 2 here at Spa in Belgium. And what a great job by all the organizers here at GhostViperGaming League. To get this race off. 42 laps today, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely lengthy race here today, and great job by all the drivers. We had action right through the whole race, through the whole field. There were battles right from front to back. Great passes, great moves, great patience, great respect shown on track by all the drivers here today. So massive congratulations again to all the competitors. You all deserve a massive round of applause for such the amazing job that you guys did on track here today. But of course the big congrats goes to GVG Jake, It's Payme, and GVG Slash today. So what does that mean, ladies and gentlemen? Well, this is GT45Gaming, baby. We doing podiums. So we are going to go and jump over there into that chat. And hopefully, we have some prim and proper chat happening in there. And we'll bring you some amazing podium interviews here. And I believe that this will also go through GhostViperGaming's page as well, as long as he has the chat audio turned on. And so, yeah, podium interviews should be able to be heard through both pages, hopefully. GG says Onk as well. Fantastic race, fantastic broadcast. Thank you. Well, thank you guys for tuning in and being a part of it. So, unofficial race results, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to go back through these one more time. We have first place with GVG Jake. We have It's Paymay in second, GVG Slash in third, Trucks in fourth place, Ghost Viper in fifth, Scotty in sixth place, ATV in seventh. We have Ray Ray in 8th, D.90 in 9th place, DDR Hulky rounding out that top 10. Great drive by Hulky. We got Kilt finishing in 11th, Nolander in 12th, Drac Fury in 13th, Alien Swift in 14th, and Super Ninja parking the car into pits due to mechanical failure. And fastest lap on track today, ladies and gentlemen, is GVG Slash with a 2:16.989 on lap 32. Absolutely blazing fast lap. So here we go. We're going to do the fail-safe. We're going to shut the game audio off for just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to flip the screen. Don't run away. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we are in the chat. The guys are just decompressing a little tiny bit, so we're just, going to let them decompress a little bit, let them get go through all the rigmarole after a long race. So we're just getting word from our race officials that it sounds like the guys are ready for interviews. I was just going to pipe up and say, is Paymay still here or did he take off? Gotcha. Alright, well, that's alright.
He literally jumps out of work for to come and do the race.
Oh wow, fantastic. That is some dedication right there. Absolutely. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we've just been informed from race control that our second place driver had to make a quick exit, so we won't have our second place driver to interview here today, but we're absolutely going to have our third place and first place finishers here today. So let's jump over to our third place finisher, GVG Slash. Really great race today. Some great battles throughout the whole race for you, battling between 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st at the beginning of the race. Talk us through your race. How'd it go?
But I ended up with too much fuel, so I suffered a bit in the pits. But overall, it was a decent race. Thank you for the good sportsmanship. Sorry.
So we did notice at the end of the race that your front tires on that Supra were absolutely toast. Your rear tires were not in much better shape. How were you able to make that move on Trucks B with such worn out tires? Absolutely great driving.
Thank you very much. I just kept my cool, ice in the veins, and just aimed for the target.
Absolutely. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. How do you manage tire wear? Just stay on point, make sure you're hitting those braking points, just stay on your lines and don't panic. Some great words by GVG Slash, who's a fantastic racer, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, the most important part of every interview, anybody you want to shout out, my guy?
I want to shout out everyone, actually. Thank you for taking your time to participate in the GVG League. It is a great honor, and for the races, I battled this one. I will definitely see you on the Nürburgring.
Perfect. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Nürburgring on the schedule. And congratulations to Slash. Great drive. And hope to see you on the podium again next week.
Hopefully. Thank you.
Awesome. We just got some massive stuff coming in on the chat here. We'll go through that in just a second, ladies and gentlemen. So, unfortunately, Payme is unable to do a podium interview here today due to the fact
I'm
that...
still here. I can make it.
Perfect. All right, we got our second place driver, Payme. Congratulations, man. Fantastic race. You were having great battles right from first to fourth place with Slash, Jake, and of course Ghost Viper there throughout the whole race. So just talk us through your race.
Yeah, it was definitely a challenge. Started sweating about lap 5, and I'm drenched now. Good race to Slash. Good race to Jake. Thanks to Ghost and everybody for putting it on, and Marshals for taking the time out of their day to do the rest of the work. Yeah, I was intentionally trying to run some sauce, or maybe a couple runs of sauce and maybe a set of hards at the end, but I noticed Jake switched to the mediums like I had planned on starting on, and then he ended up passing me towards the end of my tire stint, and I just decided to keep on going with him, and I ended up running 3 sets of mediums for an even amount, around 14, 15 laps.
Well, it seemed to have worked out for you, as obviously you're coming home with a solid P2 finish here today, so good strategy usually results in a pretty good race finish.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm happy with podium.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, Payme, and any shoutouts?
Shout out to HBR, Halber's Racing. Yeah, that's about it.
Perfect.
GVG squad.
Awesome.
Thank you.
And congratulations, and again, hopefully we see you back on the podium here next round as well. And good points for Payme today, ladies and gentlemen. But the winner of the day, the man of the hour, Mr. GVG Jake. Congratulations, mate. I have been saying this a lot to you lately. Congratulations on the race win. Talk us through it, my man.
Thank you. I had the strategy going into it, originally 16, 16, 10, the last 10 on the softs. And Payme was always up close with me, and he made a really early stop in the last stint, which forced me to cover because he had an 8-second undercut when I'd done 2 extra laps in the first stint, and I wasn't risking not catching him. But apart from that, the race was very consistent. I was pleased with my times throughout the whole thing. I was pleased with the fuel saving. Some good battles with the guys out there as well.
Absolutely, and I mean lap 1 at Spa, of course, when you first start the race, is no easy feat when you've got 15 top caliber race car drivers on the racetrack, and you guys absolutely made it look like you've done it a million times. All 15 drivers getting through the first few corners here on Spa without incident, without contact, and just amazing stuff. Really great job throughout the whole field, ladies and gentlemen. And Jake being the recipient today of the big fat juicy win, so congratulations, man. And of course, any shoutouts?
Cheers, buddy. I want to thank Stefan and Ray for putting this beautiful league together. It's a pleasure to race in. Obviously, the big man Ghosty for letting me be a part of the community. That's also a pleasure, and Apex Racing also.
Awesome, great shoutouts there by Jake, and congratulations, my man.
Also, thank you, Timmy, for comms.
And we'll see if we're doing this again in a few hours, I guess, eh?
Maybe.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So congratulations to all our drivers, and to GhostViperGaming. Thank you so much for the opportunity to bring the broadcast through the page and to the viewers today. And of course, congratulations to all the competitors. You all did a fantastic job. Very clean, very respectful, absolutely top caliber stuff, and should be very proud of yourselves. And I'll leave you guys continue on to decompress and do your thing. So thank you very much, everybody. Yeah, you guys are good. You guys are good. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So there we have it. Round 2, Season 2. Spa. Just, wow. What can we say, man? What a race. What a race. Right from the start to the finish, ladies and gentlemen, these guys were battling. As I was just saying in the post-race interviews there, great race start by all the drivers. 15 cars getting through a hairpin, La Radion, Au Rouge, to Camel Straight, and the Schumacher S's, all safe and sound, is no easy feat. massive respect from GT45 Gaming for the amazing job that all the drivers did on track here today. And to Ghost Viper Gaming, again, much love, man. Ghost Viper Gaming League, ladies and gentlemen, Season 2, they are still taking applications for Tier 2, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to get involved, if you like what you see on track, Tier 2 is looking for drivers. Head over to www.ghostvipergaming.com. Registration link is on the website. Hit that link, put your information in, send that off, and the GVG crew will contact you and take care of you and get you up in these races. And I got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, if I didn't have to work during these races, I would be on track in Tier 2 with these guys testing my metal. So you don't want to miss it. If you have the time and you've got the equipment, get on it, ladies and gentlemen. Head over to GhostViperGaming.com, register up for the league, and just get on track and have some fun. You're going to make some friends. You're going to make some family. And seriously, just absolutely top level stuff, ladies and gentlemen. So I really appreciate everybody coming in. We're definitely going to catch up on alerts before I shut this thing down, because you guys have shown some mega love here today. We got Cody Brown, we got Chris Reeves, we have D.90 coming in with the like, we got Alien Swift coming in with the like, Ian Travers coming in with the like, we got Ray coming in with the like, and the share. We got LJ coming in with that like. We got Kill coming in with the like and the share. We got Scott Dobson coming in with that like and that share as well. Much love to everybody, for real, for real. You guys are just absolutely amazing. And I got to tell you, sim racing community, hashtag top community, ladies and gentlemen. It just does not get any better. We're going to try and catch up here on some comments as well. First two laps been a blast, says Onk over on YouTube. Congratulations, Jake, says LJ. GG's what a race, says Kilt. Alias says top caliber. Clearly you didn't know I was racing. Come on, my man. You are 100% top caliber, Alien. Do not take anything away from yourself. We all have our good days and our bad days, my man. We got Ray coming in saying thanks for the comments, matey. Can't wait to watch it back. And much love, you guys. Thanks for the opportunity. Scott coming in saying good game. Great race, guys. That race has been epic. Thank you for the comments, my dude. Can't wait to watch it back. Tim, you're the man, buddy. Thank you so much for the commentary. You're well appreciated, my guy. You guys are the legends here. Nolander coming in with that massive thumbs up as well. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure before you leave the broadcast today, whether you're watching it live or whether you're watching it as a pre-recorded video, make sure to share it out, please, for us. Get this out there. Let the people know what we're doing over here at Ghost Viper Gaming. Man, seriously, you got to get involved in this. I want to like go talk to my boss and like try to find a way to weasel out of work just to race myself, you guys. Like seriously, that's how much this league is kick butt. So we're gonna try and do our absolute best to get more of these broadcasts out to you guys throughout the season. We'll see what we can work out. No promises, ladies and gentlemen, but I will do my best. As this has been an absolute pleasure, man. And that was some great racing. And I have got an ear-to-ear smile on my face. You can't see it, guys, but man, I'm like a kid today. You know, it is a happy Wednesday today, and GT45 Gaming will be back live in an hour and a half, ladies and gentlemen, for yet another commentary. We're only going to say that, of course, because we're here working with Ghost Viper Gaming's League today. I'm not going to say anything further than that. If you want more information, go over to the GT45 Gaming page to start off with. We made a nice new post there for our first thing this morning, and you guys can see what's going down. But if you don't know what's going on, make sure to tune back in at 8:30 to 8:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Here at GT45 Gaming, we'll be back live again here tonight for some more action for you guys. So this is your host for the evening, afternoon, or day, depending where it is, of course, you're tuning in from. Ghost45, my name is Tim Gray. Many of you know that. I'm not scared to let you guys know who I am. And it's been a pleasure to commentate this race for Ghost Viper Gaming League. And again, ladies and gentlemen, Ghost Viper Gaming is sponsored by IMB Racewear. IMB Racewear, check them out, www.imbm as in monkey, imbracewear.com, man, and go check out all the swag for Ghost Viper Gaming. They got racing gloves, they've got racing shoes, they've got shirts, they've got hoodies, they've got all kinds of wicked swag there to show your love and show your support for Ghost Viper Gaming. So make sure everybody goes and checks that out at some point as well. And just much love out there. You guys are seriously legends, tuning in, hanging out, cheering for all these great racers, and that's why they do it. They do it for you guys. So much love, everybody. And Stefan coming in with that thumbs up as well. What a race, says Stefan. Pleasure to have you, my guy, says Jake. Catch you all shortly for DMJ says killed. All right, ladies and gentlemen, but that is Ghost 45 signing off for now. We'll be back in an hour and a half, ladies and gentlemen, for more great racing content for you guys, and much love. And again, this was hosted by GT45 Gaming on behalf of Ghost Viper Gaming Racing League here today. And I hope everybody has an absolutely wonderful Wednesday evening, Thursday morning, and we'll see you all soon. Much love, much love. Hope to see you broadcasting the next run. We'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do, brother.